Good morning, evening, whatever it is where you are, and welcome back to another episode of Roll With It. I'm going to add everybody back in here. Yep. Hello, everyone.
Feels dead.
Trying to find headphones. I was trying to find headphones quickly and failed.
Woot, woot, woot.
Wow, my notes are not one to do the thing. All right, so going off-road here, no notes.
Need a pencil.
This is going to be an odd week, or an odd stream, whatever. Not for the usual reasons, although most of our streams have been rather odd for one reason or another. There they are. Okay, cool. The party is finishing out a quest line and tying up one or two loose ends, but unfortunately, this will be the last you guys see of the party for a while. With a heavy heart, I have to tell you guys that today is the last stream for not entirely sure how long. An institution under whose authority I find myself at the moment has deemed it, don't really know what they've deemed it, but they told me I could stop streaming or stay. So I either have to leave or no, stop streaming or leave. That's it. That's what it is. I either can continue the stream or stay here, and leaving right now isn't necessarily an option. It's not really another choice. Won't be forever though. We will be back at some point. We just got to wait through this speed bump. So that's all it is. It's a speed bump. So don't hold your breaths. It might be a while, but we'll pick up the stream again as soon as we're able. It might be on another campaign, but yeah. So that's the only announcement I have, other than to just thank you guys for the love and support and sincerely apologize. If I had any real choice in the matter, this wouldn't be happening. But thank you. We love you guys. We're sorry. Anybody else have anything before we get into it?
Just thanks to everyone who's been tuning in frequently. Shout out to Rachel. You're awesome.
And my sister. She also watched.
And Tori, yeah. And Ellie. Hi, Ellie. I love you.
Yeah.
Gabrielle watches as well.
Gabrielle!
We're going to miss you guys, but it is what it is, I guess, right now.
But we'll be back. No worries. This is something that people don't end up dropping of hobbies, seemingly.
Okay, yeah. I think we're all good to go.
Okay, yeah. So let's get into it. When last we left our party, Hawkdale had been liberated from its diabolical scourge, though not entirely vanquishing the danger, as the Cambion narrowly escaped death, vanishing from sight in the midst of battle. The town was faced with a difficult choice: to leave all they had known or stay without knowledge of how to attain provisions for themselves. A council of the elders of the city, town, village, whatever, made the decision to leave and then left the where to the townspeople. So between Keystone City and an abandoned village, they chose the village, realizing that they could, at least there, maintain their laws, their culture, etc. When they set out for their new home, a few members of the party went ahead to scout out the road to make sure it was safe. In so doing, they found an interesting cave, which housed a curious drow statue of Vasha and Vata. Upon examining it and moving the arms of the statue, they found a spell scroll, a cloak of elven kind, and a door that leads further into the cave, lit by purple glowing stones set into the wall. They returned to meet the villagers and set up camp, where they now have just finished a long rest. So, waking up rubbing the sleep from your eyes in the dark and misty morn around you, seeing the last embers of the fire you set dying while a thin glow of light seeps through the clouds. You look around to see the villagers still asleep. The men all wear makeshift armor. The women hold children close in the danger and cold, and even as they sleep, you sense the edge of fear in them all. So, what do you want to do?
Wait, everybody, rise and shine. It's time to go. I go around nudging people.
I will take a moment to make my prayers and pray for all the souls that may be lost on this trip. And I'll just kind of walk over to the side and start praying for the possible deaths that might be happening post haste.
Nice.
Isha is also taking some time to pray and meditate.
I'm going to take a quick just stroll, like 30-minute around the perimeter area of all the people just to see what's happened over the night.
A perimeter check. Oh.
All right, give me a perception check on that. Anakis, what were you saying?
Anakis is going to try to look into her orb just to see if she has anything she can.
Sure.
Today's going to be a bad day for rolling, guys.
Sora, please take all the dead souls that may come from this group.
I rolled 2 zeros and a 2. I forgot what that means.
It's a 2.
2 and 13 for the d20 roll.
Okay. A 2 with a 2 on the D100. There is no. Yeah.
Okay.
So nothing quite happens when you look into your orb. What was your perception check, Nate?
Oh, it's perception. That would be a 14.
Oh.
A 14. You don't notice much. Everything still feels rather dead. You recognize that not everything is at this point, realizing that there seems to be some forms of life under the ground, but it seems to you rather desolate at the moment.
Okay. Fair enough. It's been desolate for however long now, so.
While you were doing that, as Vila goes around nudging people and waking them up, they eventually, within a few minutes, all kind of, some begrudgingly, end up waking up, rubbing the sleep from their own eyes, and getting ready to. What?
I warmed them with my cheer.
Yeah, something like that.
You're welcome.
There you go.
And they eventually become ready to move on for the day after having something to eat. They're ready to set off.
Oh wow, they're ready quickly.
Well, it takes them roughly like an hour and a half.
A perimeter check, walking around and
And they don't want
pray.
to probably.
She's been staring into her orb awkwardly.
Yeah. They are rather scared, having left a village that they've lived in their entire lives. They want to get to some place
that's
safe and secure.
Mm-hmm.
So they're ready within about an hour and a half. Kirsha is going to be talking with Abel and some of the other elders while generally all this is happening. So.
I'm gonna walk over to Anakis and say, Anakis, how are you doing today? You seemed different today and yesterday. Is there anything the matter?
I don't know quite what you mean. I don't think that I'm acting different in any way, as far as I remember.
Insight check.
All right.
It was
deception or persuasion. Don't tell us which one. Vivian, go ahead and roll insight.
goggles. It was you that found her.
What am I
correct?
doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll deception or persuasion, whichever applies. Don't tell us which one.
Okay.
$14.
11.
All right. Anakis.
She seems a little bit sad, if she felt sad, like that kind of, but something is definitely bothering her, but she's trying to act like it's not.
Are you upset that we left without you in the first place and found all of the treasured items that we found?
You know what? Yes, I'm quite upset. That's exactly what I'm upset about. And I think next time we go foraging that I will not be the one left behind.
I will keep that in mind. Insight check. Or does the insight check still stand in seeing that she, if that was what was me? Oh, this is an 23.
Oh, dang.
Oof.
I can't beat that. Nope. All right. I mean, she is bothered by that, but that is not the main reason why she is bothered.
That doesn't seem to be the only thing bothering you. Is there something else off?
I mean, I just kind of... Why don't you talk to the Shah? You know, maybe he can enlighten you. And I turn to walk away.
So Kashaw's the problem.
What did you say?
So Kashaw's the problem. She kind of nods to herself and goes to find, goes to see if we're leaving yet.
By
Are
the
we all
time
good now?
by the time you get there, yes, they're ready to head on out.
I'll go up to the mayor and tell him, I would suggest that all of the weakest individuals stay towards the center of the group, the strongest on the outskirts, and probably the least important to your village as a whole on the outskirts of the group.
The least important.
I don't know how to respond to that.
A practical suggestion. Up to you whether to take it or not. We will do our best to protect you all. And for those we cannot protect, my prayers have been offered for them.
We appreciate the gesture.
Of course.
Nice.
Very well. That was strange.
Welcome.
She pats herself on the back.
The mayor addresses the townspeople. He says, "We now make way once again toward our new home. Take heart. Do not be afraid. Do not lose courage. We will be there soon." He looks to the party. Who of you will go ahead today?
I'll step forward and, I mean,
And it keeps
as long as I know.
forward.
Should I also step forward?
The whole party is.
We all just gonna go ahead and
Kashaw will stay behind to protect. Yeah.
Kashaw will.
I will stay.
Absolutely.
Vivian gives him like an eye.
Lady Vivian, I overheard you talking with Anakis earlier. Is there a problem with Kashaw? He is not traveling with the party. He was acting kind of strange last night.
There does seem to be a bit of a a rift there that hadn't been there before. There's something different there that wasn't there before. There's so much irony in that
It's
song.
because as a
Anyway.
firbolg, I basically am pretty close to the beast.
Yeah.
So was
Or maybe she's
so.
the beast. Yeah, I was about to say.
I got horns, so you know.
Wait, does that
I
make
think there's
me- does that make me
something
vain?
different there that wasn't there before.
Okay.
He does like reading
Anyway.
and making music and poetry.
I did catch him sneaking into someone's room last night. I will have to say.
I can imagine Anaki's turning away a beggar. Sorry, continue.
Running away at the
Like just rejecting a beggar straight out. You're like, no, I have nothing for you. Go away.
It's not without the realm of possibility.
Beggar turns into this old man. You terrible woman.
Then he just fights it and just is like, okay.
Yep. Okay. So
Sorry, Rock, continue. What were you saying? All of this
Oh.
flashes through Vivian's mind.
Wait, what was the last thing you said? I can't remember.
There's something different there that wasn't there before.
Perhaps it had something to do with him going to Anakis's room last night.
He went to Anaki's room last night.
Yes,
That
and
is interesting.
and
Perhaps.
after that, like, Anakis was not found the next morning.
An unwanted advance, perhaps?
Perhaps he chose her. Perhaps
What?
he entered her room unwanted and she escaped out the window. And there,
I have heard of such things happening before. Never experienced them firsthand, of course, but it is a thought. Is there anything that we can do to be of help in this situation?
maybe you should sleep with Anakis for
Do I
now.
hear this?
A lover's quarrel. Do you hear this? That's your choice.
I was just
We're
wondering
just
how
like-
hypothetically
we're
was.
having
I
this
don't think
quiet
they're really trying to be
conversation.
quiet.
Oh no. We're both talking
not.
out in front of the group as people are collecting.
Shaw's not even there to defend himself.
Lovers' quarrels are not normally my forte. Ironically,
you should-
I know.
Perhaps you should start sleeping with Anakis from now on. Maybe that would help.
What would staying in the same room as her do for the situation?
For protection.
Oh.
It would help her-
Protection
it would
from
help
Kasha?
help calm her thoughts.
Perhaps that would be
Rock,
helpful then.
if you're wanting them to be, you know what? Never mind.
Never
I'm not
mind.
even gonna go there.
It's the last dream, anything can happen.
Might be your mind that needs calmed, Rock.
I will offer to stay with her then from now on. Perhaps that will give her some peace of mind. Although I do not
course.
see any threat from Kasha, at least physical threat to Anakis.
Of course not, no. Do you think there's anything I should say to Kasha? I mean, these personal conversations are a bit uncomfortable for me, but I know you are very, very comfortable in these situations.
That is true. I will say I'm not as comfortable as the front I put up. Just in being completely open and honest about this. However, I would suggest that you tell Kasha. I mean, he has seemed to make advances to Vila as well. He's been approaching her more often these days. It might be a good idea for him to just lay low and not approach anyone else in our close group for now, until things smooth over between both Vila and Anakis. I wouldn't be surprised if Vila were part of the reason Anakis has been so upset.
Perhaps if we looked into his poetry and saw what his latest writings were, this would give us a better insight onto.
Wait, meta
where
question.
his mental
Rack,
is.
does Rack know about the poetry? I think that
do.
was only Vila.
I'm sure that
I think I walked up to Vila, but I think I was laughing at
yeah,
the shot.
Vila would you have
yeah.
told anybody else?
I don't think Rock knows unless Vila told him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
retrospectively, Vila, would you have told anyone else?
Only person I think she would have told would be Anakis. And
Yeah,
she
I don't think Rock knows.
I forgot how we found out about that. I didn't realize it was a.
Restate the phrase without the word poetry, Nathan.
Perhaps if we looked at his recent writings, I do see him carrying around a booklet with him. Perhaps he writes these things down,
Oh,
and
that is.
maybe this could give us better insight into how to deal with Kashaw and help him.
Are you suggesting we steal this book?
Oh no! Of course not. That would be ridiculous. I
have no
merely-
opinion on the matter. You may do as you will. However, it would be interesting to have insight on both of the minds of
Anakis
these very
walks up.
closed-off individuals.
I
She
do
walks up,
believe this would help.
What are you all discussing? We need to be getting on the road.
Anakis,
You're-
are you troubled?
I am troubled by the fact that you are stopping us from getting along, yes.
I believe she is still a bit miffed about not having been with us yesterday during our foraging expedition.
No, that's neither here nor there at this point.
I
but-
truly understand because I was miffed when Vila took the cloak from me. I didn't offer it to me. I understand Anakis.
Thank
You do seem rather quiet with the things you want, Rock. You should be more vocal about this. No one will know what you want if you don't say it out loud for us to hear.
Well, it seems no one in the party says what they want or how they feel.
We both look at Anakis.
I want for us to get moving so we can get these people settled. That would be best for them, I think.
Are we talking about our feelings now?
Oh, God.
I love talking about feelings.
We know, Vila. We know.
It is rather intriguing talking about feelings.
Ready,
At
Hal?
some point in all of this, Abel kind of also wanders up to you guys. What are you doing? I thought that you were to be going ahead of us, yes?
Yes.
I'm
We were.
bad.
I thought we were walking and talking.
Oh,
Walk
okay.
and talk.
I see.
Were we walking and talk?
Oh,
that,
were we
that
walking
would make sense.
That means
That would make a lot of sense, in
We
fact.
said we were going, and then we started talking, so I assumed we had gone and kept talking as we were going.
That's fair.
Mhm.
And
Forget what I said.
Vivian
Abel does
and Rock, got you. Vivian and Rock had been up ahead because we normally kind of are the two up front leading the survival directions and stuff. My map has been out the entire time, blocking our talking from the back.
Abel, as an outsider of our
Oh,
group.
Abel's not here.
Abel, yeah.
Were you
I
not
didn't realize
listening?
you guys were already walking.
Oh, I thought he came up to us
No, we're
Well,
a good
they're
ahead.
like a mile behind us.
we're the pre-party.
We're the scouting, whatever. Yeah.
This was your suggestion, Rock.
Okay, yes, but it made it seem like he was just like we were at the front. Okay, anyway, yeah, let's just move on.
Anakis is gonna send her owl 100 feet ahead just to kind of give us even more of a advance if we need it.
Okay.
Oh, it is an owl. Owly.
All right, everyone, give me a All right. Who is navigating for you guys?
Rack.
Rock, and I'm
Actually,
gonna help
I
him.
think I made the ruling last time that you guys wouldn't have to make a check because you'd been there a couple
A
times.
few times,
Oh.
yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Okay.
that's true.
So everyone, give me perception checks just for
That's
along the way.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, natural 20. Let's get it.
Nice.
You don't
I
want
got
my,
a 10.
Hold on.
what is my negative? Oh, that she is. I got a grand old one.
Oh.
2.
Ironic for
One
Lady
perception.
Vila.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so nat 20, dirty 20, nat 1, and Lady Vivian?
10.
10. All right.
It wasn't a nat one.
Oh, okay. I see.
It wasn't a nat one. It was
I
a
see.
2 minus my perception.
I see. All right.
That one would have been a
So now,
0.
dirty, dirty, dirty one. You
Yes,
dirty one.
31.
Wait, 31?
Yes.
Bum, bum,
And,
I've been a ranger this whole time.
bum. Just so you know.
That was my favorite train.
all right. So, Rack and Anakis, you both notice as you're walking. And by the way, Vila and Vivian, you don't see any of this. You're kind of, I don't know what you're doing, but it's not seeing this. You begin to see shadows and figures consistently just kind of on the outskirts of your vision. Rack, you specifically, you can make out that they are hooded and wearing some form of leather armor.
Are these your actual? Okay. And they're darting in and out of like cover, so they're following us, or they're just we see them.
There are two that you see,
Mhm.
both of you guys. They look to be wearing all black. You wouldn't even notice them almost any of the time because they blended so well with the obsidian and the shadows. But yes, they do seem to be darting in and out of cover, as in following you guys. But they haven't made any advances or anything like that.
And how far off? Because we're in a pretty open area, I believe, right?
They are relatively far off. Now, remember, you had been walking through a kind of
Like a ravine, right?
yeah. So, kind of throughout that is where they really picked up following you guys. But yeah, so they do have a decent amount of cover.
Okay.
Do you see those shadows that I see?
I'm not sure. I caught something out of this that looked like a figure, but I couldn't be quite sure. These rocks all have weird shapes.
Didn't you have
They
a
don't
natural
look like-
20?
The werewolves
I
that
did.
you were friends
Yeah, I
with.
saw it clear as day.
They don't look like the werewolves that you're friends with, right?
I don't believe that's not like the clothes that they would wear, right, Josh?
No. The werewolves that you saw weren't wearing any clothes.
That's what I thought.
Naked.
They were just
As
a
the
bunch
day
of
they
naked
were
men.
born.
I don't believe they would wear that type of clothing, but it is
Or
possible.
clothing in general.
Oh, yeah.
So we're being followed, I assume?
Possibly. Have we had any other trouble coming up to this point? Has anyone been
what-
scried upon, or
Not that I
any
know
other
of.
magical things we've detected?
Not that I'm aware.
Insight check.
Into who? Me?
Into you. You've been a little coy about everything lately. Vivian's
ahead.
wondering what's going on in this head. 23.
20. I'm telling the truth. She doesn't seem to know anything.
Didn't your dad scry on you like earlier?
I was about to say, you do remember having something scry on you while you were still in Hawkdale.
That was a long time ago. Not while we've been on the road, but something I think did try to scry on me. Before we left.
you don't have to tell me like that kind of thing. She was just looking at you to see if it was the whole story.
Well, I already said it, so there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
How far up is the ravine? Like how low are we compared to the top of the ravine?
So it started off really gradually. Where you guys are now, it's probably 30, 40 feet up. So not incredibly high. Like you're not in the Grand Canyon, but
Right.
it's a decent.
My owl's gonna go up there and see if it can see anything closer.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Well,
Should we
that's
make an
that's
effort to
roll
not
8.
let them be aware that we are aware of them?
I rolled a 5 and a 2. It gets advantage. So
Okay, give me 1 second, because I have got to.
Vivian's gonna kind of like whisper at them and tell them perhaps we should avoid letting them realize that we're already aware of their presence. Keep our concern on the down low.
So, you send your owl up.
That's
What did
not
your owl's
an
HP?
owl sounds like.
You killed my owl. Hold on.
You can bring it back.
It has 1 hit point with an armor class of 11.
An armor class of. It doesn't matter. They rolled a nat 20 to hit.
Oh gosh.
And the damage rolled was 5 for just the first of the criticals. So you don't see anything. You send your owl up, and all of a sudden, you can actually know because you're blind except for through the eyes of the owl. Everyone else, give me a perception check at advantage because it's not very high. But basically, I just want to know if you're looking up at it.
Oh,
22.
a perception check. Oh boy,
20.
34, 31.
Okay, everybody over 13 sees this in pretty vivid detail. The owl begins to fly up into the air, and then an arrow just straight through it as it just kind of feathers begin to kind of fall down through the ravine. Anakis, you see nothing of this. You just know that your owl looks around the ravine. You see rocks, see the sky, and then all of a sudden nothing, and you go back to vision.
Well, something's definitely out there, and it's not very friendly. I have to take another hour to cast this again.
I'm sorry.
That was unfortunate.
Should two of us go up there and investigate further? Did you see anything?
Should we leave?
I couldn't
I'm
see.
very good at investigating.
We
We
don't
could
want
lead
to
them
lead
into
the fight
somewhere.
if we don't have to.
We have disadvantage at the lower ground, right? We're like in the middle of the ravine, right? And they're on the outskirts,
Yeah.
like upper.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. We have disadvantage as long as we're down here. Perhaps we should move somewhere, pretending we don't realize they're there. Granted, the owl might be a beacon that they would
Owl.
assume we've seen. But perhaps we should lead them somewhere where we have a better advantage, ground-wise.
Like
Liz,
where?
can you refresh your camera? Because you're right now you're delayed.
I don't know how to do that.
We'll just turn it off and on.
I think my Wi-Fi's wacky.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to get into a fight unless we absolutely have to. And going up there will probably provoke a fight. And
Now, to be fair, you did tell and I don't really care what you do, but you did tell the people that your goal in going out there was to kind of clear it.
Mm-hmm.
We should
Yes,
But
I,
definitely
said it
take care of
was
these before they cause problems for the people behind.
very well. Who wants to go look for them?
Although I did pray for the souls possibly dying.
Thoughtful
I'm
of you.
sure that makes
I would
them-
rather avoid as many.
It's somehow sadistic.
Let's keep
thoughtful.
going
What,
until we
Vila?
find a better.
I said that was both sadistic and thoughtful at the same time.
All right, so guys, what are you doing?
I think we should split into two groups of two. Two stand on the main path and two go up and look. If they stay farther away, then there should be no danger, as long as they aren't bringing a larger party. But I think we should at least push up to see what exactly they are doing.
So
Push
does
up,
someone-
as in, like, talk to them?
I guess, or at least try to see who they are.
We should.
want to
I
go
believe we should. I don't think one of us can peel off without being noticed. So it might just have to be all of us.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just saying, stay on the main path to prevent anything else from coming behind us or down the main path towards the party. And then
But
the
if
two.
we stay down here, we are at a disadvantage because they have the high ground.
Perhaps we can try to scare them away. Anakis and I can cause earthquakes and disrupt the natural calm feeling of things. Vila could probably threaten them on top of Rack's shoulders.
Verbal threatening, that's my forte.
We could potentially scare them away from fighting with us if they think we're strong enough to defeat them.
Very well. I can make the ground shake a little bit.
And I can make some dissonant whispers into their ears to freak them out.
Would you two or three like to go up the ridge then, towards them?
What will you be doing?
I would stay on the main path.
Why?
Oh, I see. So that when they attack just you, and then you die.
That is not exactly
Good
what I'm
idea.
thinking, but
I think you should stay with us, Rock.
I don't think so. Because if something is able to get on the main path and travel behind us, we would never see it before it hit the party.
Well, we could just destroy them all before they get to that point.
How do we know that it is only these two?
Or we could run up the white flag and they probably won't attack us. We're just passing through. Minding our business.
Perhaps Vila, perhaps you can just ask what they want, and we can go from there.
Could ask them.
If there's
Didn't who,
Go ahead.
who's
a
the
better
one-
option than causing death, I believe my god would not be against taking it.
Who has the spell to like project their voice? Doesn't one of you guys?
Yeah, you can ask them what
Anarchy's
they want.
and me.
Oh, both of you. Okay.
I think Anarchy should do it, though.
Which is a shame, because y'all's charisma's rough.
Because what?
What?
Their charisma's, for both of them, their charisma's pretty rough.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They can project for you.
Well,
No,
I-
we can't.
they can't.
We established
Oh, they
that
can't.
already. It has to be
I-
us.
I have a
But
plus
are-
9 charisma.
Are we trying to be charismatic? Are we
Plus
trying
9?
to scare
well,
them?
to persuade people.
Or
What?
just scare them?
Oh,
Well, Vila, you can try shouting if you would like, and if that doesn't work, then I can take a shot at it with.
Or you could intimidate them. You're scary.
I think
Hmm.
it's not a bad idea. Let's do it. I think there's no other
Alright.
thing
I'll-
unless we just wait.
I'll cast Thaumaturgy on myself, and I will say, "Who goes there?" And make the ground kind of shake a little.
All right.
I'll cast,
In what
thaumaturgy, make the ground shake.
Yeah.
And make, whistling through the trees, whispers.
there are no trees.
Oh, there are no trees. whistling through the rock fragments,
Yeah.
craggy rock outcroppings.
Yeah. Anakis, in what language do you say that?
I'm gonna try common.
She's mixing them together. It's like communal.
It's
Communal.
like Spanglish, but for common.
Exactly. Communal.
Hi. You get no reply.
What other languages do I know?
I'll do this. I'll do the same thing in Celestial.
There's
And boom
no
that out.
guarantee that they're going to reply.
What do you want in Celestial?
There is no reply.
There's no guarantee that they will reply, even if they understand.
I'll yell in Dwarven and repeat in Gnomish. Can we help you though? We're just passing.
There is no reply.
Ah,
I'll call it Elvish.
Give me a
how many
persuasion.
languages do we know collectively?
Persuasion check. Okay.
Or intimidation, whichever one you're trying to do.
Probably intimidation. Just knowing Anakis. Anyway. No whammy. 14.
Okay. You don't hear any words. There are no words. You do actually give me a perception check.
No, this die has been rolling really bad. Hold on.
All the perception checks today.
Apparently, I mean, I guess what
yeah.
happens.
I mean, to be fair, you were scouting, so
It makes sense.
kind of makes sense, yeah.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's gonna be a whole 6.
Ooh.
You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. You could have scared him off.
And
Do you see anything on a case?
that though? Actually,
Perhaps we continue and see what they do, or do we attack straight out?
I would not
We
propose
can see them?
attacking a unknown creature. We have no idea if they. What'd you say?
What, Vila?
An artifact started being creepy.
I mean, they
They
could
are
just
following
be
us.
unintelligent
very-
and curious. They don't have to be. They don't have
Didn't
to
you
have-
say they were wearing leather armor?
well,
That doesn't-
we have to have
Animals
clear
don't wear leather armor.
You aren't always the most intelligent, and yet you wear plenty of clothes.
I'm glad you noticed.
All right, so party, what are we doing?
Do we continue or do we provoke?
We have to. We can't let them possibly attack the party behind us.
I would say just two of us go up there and try to find them. If they run away, let us. We continue.
I'm gonna turn around. Rock, point out one of the figures to me.
I don't think I can see him anymore, right?
No, not right now.
Can I look
Okay,
around?
actually,
And,
you know,
I'll
I'm
point.
gonna
I'll point you
attempt-
in the general direction, and I'll just, out there.
Wait,
Adventure is out
meta
there.
question, guys. Should I use a spell? Because I can draw them out. Or at least a couple of them.
Draw them out. How?
With a spell,
That's
but should I waste it on this?
It's up to you. You have 9 spells, right?
I don't know. If
9
I will.
spells.
Maybe not. I don't know. We gotta figure. Does some of the more armored people want to try to go up there and see what's happening?
I will, since no one's doing anything. I'll walk up the side that they pointed at.
AC
okay.
15, man.
And
Walk
if I
with
can
me.
take the action to dodge as I walk up, is that possible? Like preparing to dodge
Yeah, no,
in case
that
they
is
shoot an
possible.
arrow at me.
Go ahead and okay. So you have a couple options. You can try to climb. You could also look around for maybe like a narrow, like, way up. But
I'll
right
do
now,
the
those
narrow
are-
way up.
Okay, give me a perception check.
And Vila, you're going with her, right?
And Dios me diga. 22.
Did you just say Dios?
Oh, Soros mi diga.
Awesome. It's canon. Spanish is now an official language. I'm kidding, guys. Not canon. What was your check?
22.
Okay, yeah. You end up finding a very, very narrow kind of way up. And just the rock face is just slanted enough so that it kind of zigzags up. Give me a dexterity check, because it's very narrow.
Dios mi diga.
Yo, Vega.
What was it? Dexterity check?
Yeah.
That's a 10. Not terrible, but not great either.
You begin to make your way up. You get 10, 15 feet off the ground, and you take the next step as a piece of the obsidian wasn't quite as firm as you thought it would be, and it comes out from under you, rolling down the rock face. Give me a dex saving throw.
18.
Okay. So your foot slips. You begin to fall, but just reach up and grab the ledge, pulling yourself back over, kind of rolling up onto the side of it. You stand up again. Give me a secondary dex check.
Does she take out Mila while she's falling?
Huh?
17.
I'm still on the ground, waiting for her to fall.
Right.
As she
17.
finds this in a dress.
Wait. 17?
I am in a dress.
Yes.
Like you, babe.
Taking note of your failure, you begin to very slowly make your way up, trying to balance between forging onward, dodging, and making sure that each step is secure before you take it. It takes, you go very slowly. It takes you roughly almost 10 minutes to finish.
10
up.
minutes. Oof.
Because as you go, portions of the trail do give
Josh,
way. Yes.
Is it okay? Because Vivian wouldn't have gone to take that long. If she realized it was taking that long and it was going to take that long, she would have gone back down again.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
just gave up within a few minutes.
Okay.
So getting back down again, she will dust herself off in frustration, turn around, and she's just gonna cast Insight Greed on a bag of gold that she's holding, worth 300 gold.
It's a lot of gold.
Yes.
I had pulled peanuts out of my bag to start scaling the ravine, and I'm just gonna put them back.
So I don't think I have a thing for this. Yeah, I don't. So she's just gonna mutter a few words in Celestial, and a glowing light will emanate from the bag of gold that she's holding. And that's gonna be a wisdom saving throw on anyone who can see me. I'm out in the open, in the center of the group at this point.
Wait, what about
I was about to say, does that include us?
It's only number of creatures within range that can see you. So actually, I'm as close to the ravine as I can be.
Okay. And so what effect does that have on a failed save?
They have to walk towards me, and they can't make an action to attack, or they can't take any actions. They have to walk towards me. So each target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed by you until the spell ends, or until your companions do anything harmful to it. While charmed in this way, a creature can do nothing but use its movement to approach you in a safe manner. While an affected creature is within 5 feet of you, it cannot move, but simply stares greedily at the gem you present. At the end of each of its turns, an affected target can make a Wisdom saving throw. If it succeeds, this effect ends for that target.
Okay. What is the duration?
It is up to a minute.
Okay. And it says on each turn they can repeat the saving throw, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you see two figures basically stand up from the top. It was a 5 and a 6.
Oh,
Nice.
So you see two figures stand up. They begin to walk toward the ledge. As they start to take their first steps down onto the trail that you had found. What's your
DC.
DC? Yeah.
15, I believe.
Okay.
Sorry,
that
hold
sounds
on. Yeah, 15.
Okay. You see one of them kind of snap out of this this trance-like state that he's held in. He grabs the other as the other keeps walking, intent on what you're holding. Holding him there for just a second, he breaks free of the other figure's grasp and maintains going down. At this point, you see the one forsake his comrade, just dart right back to
How far away is this?
At this point, 30, 36 feet-ish, 34 feet.
Okay. On this turn of him turning around and running, I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Okay.
How far away would he be from me? I was closer to Vivian.
Well, I mean, he's just that high up. Like it would technically have been further. So from you, it's more like the actual 34 to 36 feet. I guess from Rock, it would have been probably closer to 40, almost 50.
So I could reach him. I could reach him with a ranged attack.
Yes, you could.
Hit him?
Does he look like a bad guy?
Perhaps.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I guess
we
I
should
should have
talk to
told you guys what he looks, what
yeah.
they look like.
Before
I'm sorry, I left that out.
Before I
When
said.
you saw him emerge, you saw two figures in black leather armor, cloaked in dark hoods.
I bet they're drow.
Their face down on their neck and their hands, which were basically the only portions of their skin exposed, were a shade of purple, sort of. I mean, kind of not dark purple. Definitely, I wish I had a specific shade to give you.
Like a grayish purple?
Yeah,
Triple?
kind of a gray purple. Just you could see just a little bit of their hair peeking out of their hoods. One silver-haired and the other white-haired. Take that for how it is. You could insight check, but that's all you can see of them.
I will insight check them before I light them up.
Okay, and then Rock.
Let them up,
I'll cast
let
Entangle.
them up.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
And
once you
that
guys
is-
attack them, my thing is broken. So
We're not
don't attack the guy
attacking-
coming towards us.
We're
I
not-
got a 19 on the insight check.
Ooh.
They look relatively bad, but they don't look like they want to do you harm
Oh.
at the moment.
What do you
I don't
think?
know if there's a
Vila?
scouting party in return.
I'm going to shoot a fireball at the ground beneath his feet.
Wait, what? Firebolt, you mean?
A fire, sorry, yes, a firebolt. I always get
Every
them
time.
confused. Every time.
The deck save, by the way, on your entangle is 18.
Ooh.
Well, is that for the one fleeing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so he passes that one. The ground is now difficult terrain for the next 20 feet, though. So he's.
Okay. I mean,
wow.
he was at the top of he hadn't stepped down onto the pathway yet.
Mhm.
He was still on top. So,
No, I know. I'm just saying for.
He cast it up where the guy was.
Yes, I see.
Perhaps stop him before he brings more friends.
On my thing, I was aiming at the ground by the feet of the one that is getting away, and it is unfortunately a natural 20.
Okay, at the feet of the one that's getting away.
Yeah, at the feet of one
Okay.
that's getting away. So, it doesn't. Do I need to roll damage? Because I'm not trying to cause damage. I was aiming at his feet.
Wait, Josh, which roll did you do?
What are you trying to do?
What was the
Vila?
save
Like,
throw
trip
you
him?
had for them? It's a
Dex.
strength save.
Oh, strength save. Okay, it probably wasn't that then. Let me see.
Talking to us.
Okay, it was only 16.
Oh, that's still one above. So he still passes.
Okay. Let me see something. Based on, I'm trying to think time-wise how this works, because when you said that you were firing off the firebolt, it was actually a turn past when he began running. So he would have been gone, but I didn't tell you that the turn had switched. So I'm going to let that through because I was rolling based on 6-second intervals for the one going down. But yeah, okay, I will let that through.
I'll be really sad if it's not, because it was a natural 20.
Yeah, since even though you were just targeting his feet, it still does deal the damage. So go ahead and roll the damage for that.
Oh,
We're gonna fight them.
I guess I just have 1d10.
It's only a little bit of damage. We can
It's only
rectify
7
that.
damage.
Did
Yeah,
you roll twice?
It's 2d10, yeah.
Okay.
It was only 7. One of the rolls was a 1, so
Okay.
we're safe. It was only a 7, but with the explosion around his feet. I don't really like repeating myself, so I only do it this once. What do you want?
In
Next
what
time I
language?
won't miss.
In what language?
Common.
They speak
No
undercommon, I
reply.
bet.
No reply. And you see that that figure like dive at this point out of your sight.
I'm gonna wasting spells. Cast command and say parlay. I don't know.
We still have the one. We don't really need to waste anything else.
Do you
It's
have,
too late. I already did it.
Do you have to be able to see the
Oh,
creature, target
that's a good
creature
point.
for command?
Okay. If I do, hold on, let me check. I think I
Because
do.
at this point you cannot see him.
Yeah, that's why I don't think I can.
Coolest thing I've done in a while.
Yeah, I have to see him.
And he doesn't
Never mind.
understand me.
Parlay was such a good word choice too.
That was a good word choice. I'm gonna shout out again, Elvish. We mean you no harm. We just want to know if you intend harm for us.
Oh, I give her a look of like, oh, I forgot you spoke Elvish.
Give me a
You're so
persuasion check.
I'm just not good at this.
Is that there's no way to take that as intimidation.
Cool. Guys, Sri used to speak Elvish.
13.
What?
13.
At this point, I think it's safe to say just go ahead and roll initiative. Will also be. Oh, the other one actually just succeeded on his throw.
So how far down was he though?
So he's. Let's see. You said he makes his way toward you safely, correct? Because that affects the speed. He's basically moving at half speed.
Darn. I hate that so much.
He's like a quarter of the way down at this point because he's moving half speed and it's difficult terrain.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm a terrible person. I'll cast command on that guy. Sorry, we can roll initiative. I'll
Yes,
tell you what
yeah. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative. Okay.
I got an 18, by the way.
Oof.
This will all be theater of the mind because I didn't actually think about doing a battle map for this.
The other dude's gonna be bringing back like a whole army of dudes. And dudettes, possibly.
Okay.
Texas is
Also, wait, no, he's not there. He's not there.
We're gonna have to do some kind of political calming, soothing over because they probably have territory here, and that town is actually their town, and they're gonna be like, "You can't move in here unless you're part of our society or something." I don't know. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Right. 20 to 25. 15 to 20.
16.
18.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me check. Oh, no. That's... Vivian, go ahead and roll again really quickly.
Okay. 19.
Okay. So...
Yes. Success.
Okay. Then... round 10 to 15.
10.
Well,
Okay. Okay. So, Vivian, you are at the top of the order. So, your action goes through first. Know that one is about 3/4 of the way up, and he's beginning to turn and move back up the thing. The other you cannot see. You guys are all in the ravine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast command and tell the guy I can see quarter of the way of the ravine and tell him to fall.
Can you command them to do something that is harmful to themselves?
I believe I can. I think it just has to be one word. You speak a one-word command to a creature you see in range. It doesn't understand your language, or oh crap! If it doesn't understand, never mind. I can't do that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Instead, I will. Oh, that's so hard. Crap.
Well, I mean, it is obsidian.
You said he's a quarter. That's true. You said he's a quarter of the way up.
Well, no, he's 3/4 of the way up, a quarter of the way, like from the top
down.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's difficult. I don't have a thing to hold on to the guy unless I do incite again.
Do you have any sort of ranged attack?
I do. It's just I don't know if I really want to hurt the guy right now, you know? I want to talk to the guy, right? Okay, I'm going to just I'll bane the man.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be just whenever the target fails the saving throw. Did he fail?
It's a wisdom save.
Charisma save.
Okay, charisma 15.
Oh, okay. He meets my DC. He passes, right?
Okay. He passes, yeah.
Dang it. Never mind then.
All right. Vivian, any movement?
Yeah, I'll take my movement up to him. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take my movement
It's difficult terrain.
yeah, I'll just use my full movement to follow him.
Okay. So your movement is 25 feet or 30?
30.
I was
Okay.
gonna say mine's 25. You better be faster.
Yeah.
So you get about 15 feet up if you, because of the danger of it, make a dex check. If you make the dex check, you get up 15 feet.
No. 4.
Okay, yeah, you start to climb up and you just begin sliding. It seems more sloped than you remember.
Someone.
All right. From up above, you just barely see the head of the figure that had dove out of the way. You see an arrow find its way down directly at you, Vivian, which is a 14 to hit. Wait, no, yeah, 14 to hit. Huh?
Shield. It doesn't hit.
Okay, cool. Then a 22 to hit as well.
That one hits.
Okay. So, Vivian, go ahead and take 6 piercing damage.
Of course.
And then it ducks back out of the way. Rock, to you.
So the other one is on top of the ridge.
Yes.
Okay. And they've only responded to what, Elven, you said?
Well, they haven't responded at all. You don't know what they speak or if they speak because they haven't actually given any response due to Anakis failing the persuasion checks.
Yeah.
Anakis failing.
Okay, I'll take my full movement to move up the ridge if I can.
Okay, give me a dex check.
Good luck, buddy.
Just a dex check.
You push past me and I'm like, ugh.
That'll be 11.
Okay. You, again, like Lady Vivian, you begin to try and get up the way that she did. Or I guess you could do strength if you wanted to just climb. I kind of pigeonholed you into that one way of doing things. If you were to, if
I
Rock
would rather. Strength would give me 14.
Yeah, no, either way, you begin to try and work your way up the rock.
Dude, I
face.
should have strength. I have 2+ to strength.
And you begin to slide just like she did, the face of the rock being very smooth as it is obsidian. That said, the other having succeeded.
No, Nathan, you're not going to take an action?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Duh. Sorry.
Or a bonus action? Nothing, Nathan? Stop them! We need to talk to them. He's going to bring back a whole army to kill all of our people.
Okay. Yes, I am going to mold earth under him and excavate under his feet, basically.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Then here's what I will do. I will give him a dex save to jump out of the way, and it will be tested against. We'll give you a wisdom check because that's your spell save modifier, right? Or your spell modifier. So go ahead and give a wisdom check, and he will give a dexterity save.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, he rolled a 15. So
nice.
Yep. So you begin to actually almost How long does mold earth take?
It's instantaneous.
Okay, cool. And you can move 5 feet of earth.
It's a 5-foot cube, so 5 feet in each direction. Yeah.
Right. All right. So near instantaneously, as he notices what's happening, he begins to turn. As he starts to run up, both of you guys clawing at the bottom of the rock face. All of a sudden, the ground just moves beneath him, pulling the rug out from under him. He shoots down into a 5-foot hole. I'm going to rule that to climb out of it, he's going to have to use half his movement. It'd be like falling prone. And basically, he's not getting up next round all the way. Okay, but it is his turn at the moment, so he's going to use half his movement to crawl out of the hole, and then he'll move like a couple feet up the way. He will also fire a bow, misses the first, and Rock, since you are now kind of the closest, does a 15 hit?
It does.
Okay. Then we find his damage die.
What a hittable druid you are. You should have hid behind me. I have a shield.
That's even worse. Okay, that is he knocks his bow or notches the gosh. He puts his arrow in the bow, fires it off. The arrow hits you in the shoulder, Rock. Go ahead and take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
9.
Vila, to you.
Okay, I'm going to unfortunately use my action to put the hood of my cloak up.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use all of my movement to start climbing up the side of the ravine.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat, and it lets me use for the next 10 minutes my bonus action on all of my turns to take the dash action.
Okay, cool.
So I'll use my bonus action to cast it, and next round I can use it to dash.
All right.
Cool.
Give me a dex or strength check.
Don't think that matters for dex or strength. I think they're both +2. Indeed, they are.
Then
just straight
go
dex
with
and
whatever works
strength.
in
They
your-
are.
Straight dex or strength.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down to. I just gave you the skill. If you have an ability you think would match, go ahead and say it.
Unfortunately, not. That'd be 17.
Okay. Yeah, with 17, you do. What's your movement speed?
25.
Okay, so you make your way
Make him away.
like 12 feet up the rock face, which is better than your companions. So you're doing good. And then you
Kind
said
of
you
awesome.
used your action to pull up the hood, bonus action to do Expeditious Retreat. That is your full turn. Anakis.
Okay.
Anarchies.
I'm going
Thank
to
you,
move up to the edge of the ravine, and I can see the one guy who's in the pit, right?
Well, he's not in the pit anymore.
Oh wait, well I can see him, right? He isn't like the spirit. All right, I'm gonna cast Mind Spike on him,
Oof.
and I'm gonna use one of my rolls. I'm gonna use one of my rolls.
I see. Okay.
It's a 4, so he makes a Wisdom save. So can
Okay.
he? I don't know what my spell DC is 14.
Yeah, it won't be that.
Cool.
So
Okay, so he takes 3d8 psychic damage, and I always know where he is from now on.
okay.
So, what does a d8 look like? Oh, here it is. Okay. 15 points of psychic damage. Yeah. Nice. Yep. So, all right, and then
Okay.
I'm
A lot of
going to-
damage.
Can I? if I want to use the sending stone, is that something that I can do like as a bonus action, or would that take a full action or something?
Let me look at the sending stone real quick. I should have gotten you the stuff by now. I'm sorry that I have not.
You're good.
The information. That's what that's called. Staff, spell, sovereign, rope. Went too far. Sending stones. No, it is an action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna try to kind of push myself flat up against the wall of the ravine, like on the side that they're on, so that way it's a lot harder to see me if you're just looking down.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about all I can do.
It's still not all that hard to see you.
Or duck behind a rock, if there's a rock that I can duck behind, maybe.
Not any big ones, but I will say because you're pressed up against it and it has to be slanted a certain bit, as there's a trail kind of leading down. I'll say maybe you have half cover.
That's better than nothing.
Okay. So, Vivian, to you.
I don't have tongues prepared, so I can't talk to the dude. I'll just... That's hard. Okay, I'm just gonna make my way up farther to the pit. So the guy's not in the pit anymore, you said?
No, he climbed out for half his movement, and he moved like 3 feet.
Push him back in.
Huh?
Push him back in.
You are not on the trail up at all yet. So, if you want to make your way up, give me a dex check.
Okay, yeah, I'll guidance myself as my... Ooh, well... No, I'll just make a dex check. Not a dex, actually. I'm going to make a strength check to climb instead.
Okay,
that's
sounds good.
For me.
Also, just by the way, because I forgot to say it, when you shot him with that mind spike, he dropped to his knees for a second. You can't quite see it, but he's bleeding out of his ears, and it's rough what's going on with him.
All right.
Aww. Let's not kill
this
dude, guys. Let's not kill him. I want to talk to this man.
Let him move through the pain.
Attacking us.
Yeah, I don't do nothing. I don't move. That's a 7.
Oof, you are not rolling well.
Anakis, did you say they were attacking
just aren't great for climbing.
They shot arrows at us.
After you shot a fireball at them.
After we were like trying to attack them.
No, I agree. We started it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just trying to gain location on them. That's all I wanted to do. But the damage was kind of a part of it.
Okay. Again,
I think I don't know what I want to do. I'll just. I don't know. I don't really want to use all my spells because I feel like we're going to use more today, right?
It's easier if we just knew that we wanted to kill them, but
I know. Someone needs to stop them. Okay, so I'll take the dodge action, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I can't get up there. I don't want to kill him, and I don't. It's fine. Yeah, that's. I'll just do that.
Okay, cool. So now the mind spike is the one that creates the arc of energy between you and. Okay, cool.
That's cool.
Right, witch bolt. Thank you. So the figure on top of the ravine is going to poke his head out and fire at Vivian again twice. The first one will be a 21 to hit. The second
What is
will
the
be
dodge
10.
action? What does that mean for me? I roll
Oh,
to
yeah,
dodge
that's right.
it?
I do remember. I forgot you did that. I'm sorry.
Is that me? I think it's a roll to dodge, right? It's my dexterity or something.
Probably give me a second.
No worries.
I should actually know that, but I don't.
I know, right? Same.
Go to actions, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Dodge action 192. Guys, if any of you guys need to know what the dodge action does, it's page 192 on the PHP.
Woo!
Apparently that comes in handy.
It does.
Okay, when you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks. Until the start of your next turn, they're disadvantage. If you can see the... Wait. And you make a dexterity saving... Okay, yes. So his attack would actually just have been at disadvantage. Okay, so a 14 to hit on the first one. And then
dodge out of the way.
Okay, cool. Then neither of the attacks hit.
Shoot.
Nice.
And he jumps back out of the way.
Well, I guess I sucked up his action. That works.
Yeah. Rock to you.
How far away is he at this point?
The guy that you put in the hole.
Yes.
Put him in the hole.
He's like 35 feet. He's pretty close to the top of the ravine.
Yeah.
Like he would probably be able to get to it the next
turn.
round. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just try and climb up again, I guess.
Okay.
Well, you saw us walk through the entangled stuff at the top, right? 'Cause that's still up there.
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, it's not. What's the duration on entangle? I think it's just a minute, isn't it?
I think it's hold up. Yeah,
Or
it's
is
a
it-
minute.
Okay,
It's a
yeah,
minute.
no, it would not be by this point.
Okay. It's another 14.
Okay. Yeah, no. Sorry, not quite.
And you said he'll be able to get to the top on the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will. And the other guy's not visible, right? He's like behind cover of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay. I will cast Hold Person on the guy who is
Oh, hallelujah, you have it.
still.
Okay.
So that's a Wisdom save he has to make.
10.
Okay, he fails that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of each of his turns, he can make another Wisdom save.
Sure.
He can't move or speak. He automatically fails Strength and Dex saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage, and if we're close to him, it's critical hit. But we shouldn't. I will. Yeah, that'll be my turn, I guess.
All right. Then he is going to fire off 2 attacks at you. The one will be he doesn't have disadvantage on attacks, does he?
Well, he can't attack.
Oh, he can't take actions?
Oh wait, he's paralyzed. He's incapacitated.
Oh, I see.
Can't take actions or reactions. Yeah.
Okay, paralyzed or let me see.
There's a difference.
Yeah, incapacitated and paralyzed are different. Which one is it?
Well, a paralyzed creature is incapacitated.
Yes, I see. Okay, yeah. Can't move or speak, but it is paralyzed, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, can't move or speak. Automatically fail. It doesn't say... okay.
Yeah, it says paralyzed for the duration.
Yeah. He will end his turn and make a save, which is 12. So
It still fails, yeah.
yeah, V, let's see you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my action to dash, and then I'm gonna take my bonus action to dash and. Oh,
Yes, Vila.
Okay. That's right because yes, expeditious retreat. I was like, how are
You're
you?
like, what is she doing?
Okay, make a dex check for me. Secondary dex check to keep going.
math. Oh my goodness. 16.
Okay. A 16 will allow you to keep moving. So movement speed
25.
25 still.
25 times 3, 75 divided by 2. You get up to the guy that's being held by Rock. You could push further, except for that, like he's right in the way, and it's too narrow to move past him.
But I'm small.
I thought she was climbing on the outside of that.
Does she have?
I thought she
What
was
is it
climbing on the outside of that narrow and way because she was using strength.
Oh, you're using strength.
Yeah, I was gonna use strength because it literally does not matter. I
Okay,
have the same modifier.
Sure. Okay. So then you get you can get up to the top of the
Woo! Vila made it up.
Nice.
I just realized I could have sent Flit up ahead of me because his speed is 40.
Oh yeah.
Darn. That's fine.
Yarn.
Oh, that was my action. I'm there now.
Oh right, yeah. Action.
You're like, up,
Okay.
you get up there.
The
Just-
other guys see me because I've got my Cloak of Elvenkind on. And I was trying not to be seen by him.
Give me a stealth check at disadvantage, which I think the Cloak of Elvenkind gives you advantage on stealth checks, so it'd just be a straight roll.
No, it gives him disadvantage on perception checks to see me and advantage on hiding.
Okay, yeah. So it would just have been a straight roll, so whatever the first roll was.
Oh, okay. They were the same. They were both 17 plus
Okay.
lucky dog.
19.
Okay. You can't tell if he sees you, but you feel confident that you made your way up in such a way that he would not.
All right.
I feel pretty confident.
Feeling pretty sneaky.
Hopefully he doesn't see me.
I am going to
Fingers
use
crossed, guys.
the sending stone to send Kashaw a message that says, we are pursuing a potential enemy. Keep the people back and safe. And then I'm again going to yell out to that guy, we don't want to hurt you if we don't have to. Tell us what you want, basically.
Okay.
And she's not going to try to climb up. She's just going to stay there.
Okay. Then Vivian to you, because there is no reply.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah, I'll just take the. Okay, I'm gonna see that Annikis is talking to the dude. I'm just gonna walk over to her and pat her on the shoulder, give her some soros ciudadela, and then take the dodge action. Look threatening, draw in the fire.
Okay. All right. The figure at the top of the ravine looks out. He jumps up again. Looks out, fires off one shot. Oof, natural 20. At whoever
Disadvantage. Oh, was it
had
at
the one
me
who
or?
had spoken to him. It was at Anakis.
Okay.
Of course it was. Okay.
So,
Well,
Just
you
an
actually
arrow
got
to the
really
knee.
lucky on the dice rolls. Not even gonna lie. Plus 2. That's 5
Wait,
piercing.
wasn't he paralyzed?
The one at
No,
the top.
that's the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he fires off his first shot, which, even though it was a critical, does 5 piercing.
oh, wow, that's good.
And says in Elvish, in a very harsh form of Elvish. You should have
Like Canadian French.
like
Southern English?
not quite. Just
Like Haitian French.
yes, much more like that. Yeah. So, actually, very much like a Creole type. Thank you. That was
Welcome.
it's a great way to explain. So anyway, he says to you, "You should have thought about that before attacking us with fire."
I just turn and look at Vila like. This is the reason I got shot.
And the second shot, what is your armor class?
What
The
did he
12
say?
I have half cover, so.
Oh, right. So that is plus 2. So 14. It still hits. Just one.
Thanks, Vila.
All right. So that is 6
Mm,
piercing. So
What?
altogether, you take 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
Because it was 6 for the second shot, and he ducks back. Anybody who speaks Elvish can understand that.
I think I'm the only one.
No,
Yeah.
I do as well.
Oh.
And you also hear at this point, message received. I will keep them safe.
That was such a perfect Kasha voice.
It's
I
almost
hope
like
so.
he's the one who plays him.
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
say, well, guess we might as well kill them now.
Wait,
all right.
what did he say?
So, Rock, that is to you.
Are we killing them now?
No, please, no killing.
Whose turn is it now?
You understood him say that they were gonna hurt us, basically.
I didn't.
No, Rack did.
Oh.
Difficulties. Rack is muted, but he'll be back in just a couple of seconds. Bear with us.
Just
Sorry
technical
about that.
difficulties.
What happened?
It's your turn.
You.
Okay. So he's still so Vila is like right next to
Well, she's on top.
well
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and Akis are below. You are somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, I'll you guys held. Yeah, I'll try and go up again as far as I
Okay.
can.
All right. Give me a strength or dexterity check.
Oh, finally. Oh, yes.
Talk to him, Rack. Tell him he doesn't want to die here. Tell him to talk to us. We don't want to kill him. We just
20
are concerned that they were trying to kill us.
We're protecting people.
If they can prove they're not trying to hurt us, we won't hurt them.
Well, one guy's
anymore.
paralyzed, so he can't speak. But
I know. Talk to the other dude.
how far will that get me up?
How far will what get you up, Rack?
My first initial dash up.
A dash?
No, just my first initial
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. With a movement speed 30, it'd be 15 feet.
So that is how close to the top. Sorry, is what I was asking.
it like a quarter of the way up, roughly, maybe a little more than a quarter.
Barely anything. You should just talk to them.
Yeah.
Or wait to
Yeah,
cast
they
hold on the
should
guy
never-
when you see him. If you see the guy, you can cast hold on him.
Well, I can't. I can only do that on one person.
Oh.
I'm gonna run up higher again, or I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
Whatever the double speed is. Yeah. So is that
All right,
another
so
check?
yeah, then you get your full movement speed, which is 30 feet.
Okay.
You are about 2 or 3 feet away from the guy that you're holding. No,
Okay.
wait. You're not using the road. You're climbing, correct?
I am going whatever's the most direct route to the guy that is being held by me.
Okay, then it would be. What was your check?
My strength check to climb was a 22. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. So you do relatively easily, actually. You've kind of figured out the way that the rock face kind of is. So relatively easily, you begin to climb, and you do make your way, basically directly up to this guy that you're holding. You are within melee range of him now, and are up on the ledge, like the roadway,
Mm-hmm.
the path, whatever.
You're on the roadway.
Oh, so okay.
On the highway.
I'm out of actions, right? So I'm just gonna be next to the guy, and then I guess I'll.
You have a bonus action.
Bonus action for what though?
I don't know. Spell. I don't know.
I will.
Guy to stop attacking.
Hmm?
Can you yell at the guy to stop attacking.
No,
That's
that's what
what
I.
I'm
That's what
doing.
People.
Not working.
I'm gonna call out to the guy who's hiding,
I wish I'd prepared calm emotions for this. I didn't think about it.
and just call out that I've got his companion to come out, or yeah, we have his companion just come out, drop his weapons like that.
Sit.
Give me persuasion or intimidation. That could go either way.
Let me see what I'm higher on.
Actually,
I think
Probably
kind of an
neither.
intimidation thing.
Just
The more I think
from
about it.
rack, I think it would be more persuasion, but it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, I mean, you could reword it to be persuasion, but if, as I was thinking about it, if you're saying like we have the guy that you're with
Don't think it matters.
surrender, it's kind of intimidation. Was it a really poor roll?
I don't think it matters. Yeah.
Well, it's a 1. I got a 2, and I have a -1 for modifier. So yeah.
Yep. All right. So, your turn ends. The other guy, it's the end of his turn, and 16 for his save.
16. Oh, I think he passes. Yeah, he's 16.
All right. Awesome. But that is the end of his turn.
End of turn,
So he shakes himself out of it, and then there's this kind of like surprised look as though he's like, wait, weren't you just down there? Vila, to you.
I was hoping somebody would talk him down by now. I don't know what I'm doing once I get up here. I can't talk
Just
to
hold
him.
on to his leg. Just like hold on to his leg so he can't leave.
He's bigger than me.
I know. I'm messing around.
He doesn't see me, right?
You don't know. You don't know whether he sees you or not. You're pretty confident that you got up there without anybody noticing, but
I don't like pretty confident. I was hoping that I can intimidate him, but I'm not very intimidating, and he doesn't understand me speaking. So, Let's see. All right. I'm going to send Flit to sneak up behind him
Okay.
and to like screech at him to get him to turn around.
Okay. Can Flit vocalize?
That's a you thing. Can Flit vocalize? He screeched at people before.
He grinds his gears so that it
Yeah, I'll allow it for this time. That'll be something we have to look at, though.
It doesn't say. I have the whole key out here and it doesn't say. So I think that
we'll say that he can't speak a language, but he can do things with his gears and generally his
understands languages I speak. But it doesn't say anything about him speaking. I don't think he can speak, but I think he can make noise.
Sure.
So, and I'm gonna hold my action until he turns around, and I'm gonna jump on his back and grapple him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a charisma check for Flit. Just a general charisma check.
For Flit.
Come on, Flit. Use that charisma.
It's a good thing that was high because his charisma is -2. That's 15.
I'm sorry. What?
15.
Okay. Let me think through how this goes down.
I don't know what to do, so I'm being creative.
You go, Vila. Very proud of the creativity.
I'm also going to need a stealth check from Flit because that otherwise he would notice Flit walking up to him. I didn't even think about that.
Okay. Woo! Flit's a high roller.
Nice.
He doesn't have stealth as a skill, so would it be just a straight roll?
Yeah, well, it would be a dexterity check.
Okay, so that's dirty 20.
Oh, okay, nice.
Little
All right.
roll.
Beautiful.
So, here's what happens.
Here's
Flit
what happens.
relatively easily sneaks up on this guy. As he drags one wing across his body to create a sound that kind of shrieks, like the shrieking eels. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so the metal on metal creates a shrieking sound, but the figure doesn't seem. Well, he jumps just a bit. He sidesteps out of the way, not really being almost fazed by it at all. He basically is just. It's almost as if he were ready for something to happen like that. So he doesn't necessarily turn away. He just kind of steps out of the way, keeping an eye on Flit and the ravine.
His back is towards me. You said he turns halfway.
Yes. You had sent Flit around. He stepped toward, like, facing the side where Flit came from.
Uh-huh.
So Flit came from you. So he turned toward you, not away from you.
I wanted him to turn I had Flit go directly behind him.
Well, directly behind him was, like, just on the other side of the ravine.
I don't think I have a very good grasp on exactly. I thought he was peering over the edge of the ravine. I'm up on the side of the ravine, so I sent Flit behind him so that he would turn his back towards me, and then I could get him.
Okay, so, like, here's the edge of the cliff. He was right about here because he wasn't looking over. He had ducked back.
Mhm.
If you're over here, he's still facing like perpendicular to the ravine. If Flit went directly behind him, he stepped this way.
Oh.
Words? What?
What?
Never mind.
Well,
Me.
that's useless.
It was a good plan. Like, I mean, it was a good thought.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
I'm bummed I wasted my good rolls on that. Those were such good rolls. Come on. I'm just gonna stay stealth.
All right.
Can you take the dodge action or something?
I can take the dodge action.
All right. Very well. Then, Anakis, it is to you.
All right.
You have guidance.
What?
You have guidance.
Oh yes, thank you. Okay, so I'm trying to picture this. Okay, so there's like Rack and Dealer at the top.
Rack is next to the guy, not quite at the top. He's
Okay.
Right below it.
And
Dealer
then
is at the
where the
top.
guy is popping his head up, how far away is that from everybody else?
You don't know. You can't see.
But if he's popping his head up, I saw him shoot at me.
You saw him shoot at you, and then he ducked back out of your view. You can't tell how far away he is.
Where is that area?
Oh,
Like,
the area. I mean, it's basically right at the top of the path.
It's about like 50 feet up.
how close is it to like Vila?
I mean, probably 20-ish feet.
Okay, so in the
Because I
area where-
don't imagine she went straight up next to the guy.
in the area where I saw him kind of disappear, I'm gonna cast Shatter, so the 10-foot radius in that area,
Okay.
and he has to make a Constitution saving throw if he's within where I'm hopefully casting it.
You cast a spell and nothing really happens.
Cool. Okay, I guess I just stay there. I don't know.
Talk to him. You have guidance. Use it.
We're protecting people. We're not trying to kill them.
All right, I'll say he's not gonna. Whatever. I'll say we're just trying to make sure that our people can get through. That's all we want. And that's what I'll say.
Okay. Very well. Then Vivian, it's back to you.
You still have guidance, as a side note.
Actually, that was a new bit of information that got introduced. I will allow you to make a persuasion check. Make it at disadvantage, though.
Okay.
Come on.
Plus a d4.
Oops. Yeah, that's a. Oh wait, that's a solid 10.
You don't get a response. Vivian.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
Do I recognize Elven, even though I don't know what it is? They already told us that they spoke it, and I've heard them speak it before.
Sure. Yeah, you would be able to recognize it.
And I know that Rock had spoken to them in Elven before too. So I'm gonna shout out at Rock and be like, "We really don't want to kill these men. Can you please talk to them and see if you can get them to stand down for the moment?" I don't know. And I'll just cast guidance on Annikis again. And yeah, I don't know. Like, there's nothing I can really add to this. Yeah. Nothing really I can do here. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, the first figure up over the top is going to first take his thing to. He's going to take an action to.
Sorry. Could I take my movement to stand in front of Annikis? I'll do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks, buddy.
He's going to take his first shot at Flit.
Flip, buddy.
He will have to step back to do it. Actually, no, he won't. He's just going to take the shot at disadvantage. Okay, it's still a dirty 20 to hit.
Wait, was his back? Did his back get turned to me at all?
No, he's facing you at this point. Like, yeah.
You said 20.
Dirty 20 to hit at disadvantage. So that is full damage. 8 plus. That's 10 damage to Flit, piercing.
Baby.
And then he will pop off. Is Flit still alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured.
he's got 20 hit points. He's metal.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. The second shot will also hit and will be 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh, baby. He's at 1 hit point.
Oh no.
Guys, we're not doing well at this at all. We're just letting him hit us, and we're not doing anything.
Well, we don't want to kill him.
Talk to them. None of us can talk to them except you and Rack.
And we've been trying.
And you
every
keep on
turn to talk to
attacking them. You, the charisma
Right,
person, are
Rock,
attacking
it's
them.
to
It's
you.
working
I
against
keep
you.
talking to them.
Oh, to me?
It is to you, yeah.
Okay.
But you're attacking them at the same time.
Could it be proposed that I have an explorer's pack, an herbalism kit, workers' tools, and some other stuff? Could it be proposed that I have some sort of
Proposed?
wine? Or
Do you have it written in your inventory?
well, I have different packs and different kits, so I don't know what those.
You should have written down what exactly that entailed before you started this game.
They don't really have a lot of information on what's
specific
in them.
components.
No, they do.
Yeah.
They
do.
do. I have my
Yeah.
specific components with my Saints kit. I have a tent, candles, incense, set, etc., etc. If you have an explorer's pack, you have rope.
Yeah, you absolutely have rope.
You should look this up after game, Nathan. There's a definite list online.
All right, I'll take the rope then, and I'll just tie the guy. Oh wait, no, because he's out of.
He's no longer held.
So I'll just. What do I need to do? Grapple him then?
Okay, grapple him and talk to him.
Okay, I already have. I'll
No, like
grapple
sit on him. Use your
and then-
body and sit on him.
and then try to tie his hands if I can.
All right.
Wrestle the man.
So-
Put him in a headlock. Make him tap out.
Give me
Do the arm bar
an
on the man.
athletics check.
Athletics to me.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh, de-hood him. That will give him disadvantage on everything if he's
Natural
drow.
20 on my athletics check or my whichever check.
What was it?
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah. So you grab a hold of him, and he is now grappled.
Okay.
Take his hood off.
Don't know the specifics of that, but I'm just gonna tie his hands then if I can.
Okay. I would say as a bonus action, you can. No, honestly, it would have to be an action.
Okay.
So you'll have to wait until next turn to begin tying him.
Okay.
Throw him off the edge.
No, don't do that.
Is that it, Rack?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Then he is going to spend the first portion of his turn trying to break free of you. You look at him, and struggling against your grip, he seems like he is nearly a cornered animal struggling for his life at this point. So that is.
You are really huge and kind of
What is he
off-putting.
fighting against?
Actually, wait.
You.
My
Actually, that's a dirty 20 because it's it would be versus your athletics again.
athletics. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's not gonna pass. It's like a 13.
Okay. So he narrowly escapes your grip as he begins to run up the thing. He makes his dex check and jumps up.
Nice.
Straight jumps over the top of it.
Crap.
Now, given he was only like 5 feet from it, so. But yeah, so now he is on top.
Oh crap! I'm up there.
You are up there. I'm going to give him a perception check at disadvantage to see you. Okay, it was the same roll anyway. So that is a 16. Go ahead and roll. Oh, wait, yeah, roll stealth.
Right. Either way, I rolled an 18 plus whatever I have. I think that's. Where is it? Oh,
Well, it's okay. If it was 19, then
18.
Right. 18.
A dirty 20.
Yeah, he's still he doesn't see you. Jumping to the top of this, you see him, blood coming out of his ears, heavy breathing. Like as he jumped up, he dropped to his knees and just fell prone, exhausted from the fight. He begins to start trying to crawl toward his partner as he looks up and sees
His partner, they're in love. Sorry, continue.
As he looks up and sees Flit, he gets this terrified look in his eyes, never having seen a metal dragon. He just looks at
The dragon maker.
My poor dying metal dragon.
He doesn't know what's happening. But he looks over at the other guy and just barely is able to mumble something out in a language you don't quite understand. The other just kind of nods his head and begins to run. Vila, to you.
Run.
Oh, we're the bad guys, guys.
I mean,
They were
he
probably
hasn't
just checking to see if we're
actually, I'm
threats,
just saying for the
and
sake of narrative,
we have
he is-
shown that
he is
we are
very
threats.
much
They're
right.
gonna go grab their people and be like, "Yeah,
He's
they're
getting ready
problems.
to,
There's some bad guys in the area. We should go kill them." They attacked us when we didn't do anything wrong. They almost killed my friend. They probably did kill my friend.
friend.
I think she was saying from their perspective. All right,
They're hiding their love from their people.
Gotcha.
Vila, what are you doing?
I'm going to take my hood off and put my hands up and look non-menacing and
Okay.
call Flit back to me. I've used my white handkerchief before. I pull out my white handkerchief and I hold it up.
Okay.
Yes, please, please.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't do that a while ago, but yeah,
I don't either.
that and hope for the best. I remember I've used it before. I asked you, can I hypothetically have a white handkerchief? And you said, sure.
Mhm.
And
I do
that-
remember that.
I have now. I embroidered it since. But yeah.
All right, Vila, is that your entire turn?
Yep.
All right.
Could she like
Anarchy,
persuade with her motions and
my,
gestures?
Can I hold my my dash action my dash bonus action that I have to run?
You can't hold a bonus action.
I
would say you could pull your handkerchief out as a bonus action and ready an action.
Okay. Could I ready dash to run after them if they start running?
Sure. You drop down. You pull out your handkerchief, but simultaneously you relatively subtly drop down kind of into a almost a sprinter's stance. But trying to hide it, you're able to mask really what you're doing as you pull out the handkerchief. And it keeps you.
I'm going to kind of walk up the path, not really. Like I'm gonna get to the start on the so at least they can kind of see me at this point, and then say to him, "Listen, we're not fighting."
You can't see any of them by this point.
Okay, well then I'm just shouting up at him, saying, "We'll back off. Just promise you'll leave us alone, and we won't kill you." Basically, that's all I'm
Okay.
Guidance is part of this.
You don't get a reply, Vivian, to you.
Even in Elvish?
Even in Elvish.
We should just I don't think we're gonna be able to catch them.
Just leave
I think
him.
we should just leave them, and just know that they're probably gonna be coming back.
Well,
I don't think this is gonna work for us,
You
guys.
gotta just leave them. So.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Annie. Can I step forward and get Annikis's translation for something I want to say?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. So, Annikis, can you translate whatever it is I'm about to say? Being, we're sorry we attacked you. You frightened us. We will just let you go. We didn't want to hurt you. You just caught us off guard. And we hurt you because you caught us off guard, but we have no ill will towards you. There, that's what I'm saying.
You'll need to write this down, Anakis.
I summarize.
Well,
this.
we're going back and forth as we go, and I shout out the words that she's saying in a terrible accent, but it's an attempt. And I'll add to what she was saying. We'll back off. Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to do all of that.
Yeah, I summarize it.
This would be my entire turn.
Well, it's still just a 6-second round.
True.
You could get maybe like a third of that. Even at that, she wouldn't be able to say all of that within the 6 seconds, let alone get like a reply and everything else. If there was something that if there were a way that you could just very succinctly do that, I would rule yes, you can. However, being a free action can't, and you could start saying that, but if it were that long, you would have to go several turns doing it.
That's fine. I'll just cut it to, we mean no ill will towards you, we'll back off. I'll add that. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, yeah. So, give me a persuasion with a disadvantage.
Okay.
The disadvantage is for the accent.
Yeah. 7.
Okay.
Guys.
All right.
The other one was a 16.
Very well. So, after that, the first, where is it? Let me see something.
Oh, Rack, maybe you should heal him before he goes. Like, just let them run away, but heal the guy before he goes.
Well, I don't think this guy's taking any damage, right? It's the other guy.
No, the one that's about to go has not taken any damage.
But the one that's on the floor has taken a lot of damage. That's the one that we
Nobody can see him except for Vila. You don't even know that he's on the ground.
Okay.
He
If
jumped
you
up.
can heal
over
Vila,
the
maybe
ledge
heal him.
and fell over.
Just, for some goodwill.
I have cure wounds.
Wait till whatever this guy's about to do, because this guy is about to do something. So
He takes off running, and he travels 60 feet.
Holy crap. Okay.
Dang, sprinter.
Well, he took
within
his
6
action and his movement.
No, yeah.
He's
no, I know.
dashing. That's the normal
Yeah.
that we would make.
So he's gone. Then Rock, to you. You just saw, the last thing you saw was that one guy jump up over the ledge.
Okay. Wait, so the guy that jumped over is the one that's damaged?
Yeah, he fell to his
Okay.
knees.
I'll just climb up over the ridge as well, if I can.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Give me a final dex check. And since you're right there at the top, make it an advantage.
Okay.
Because you could, or not dex, strength, right? You're using strength.
Yeah.
Because you
That's a
could
good thing.
basically reach the top almost.
Yeah. Okay. It's a good thing because my first roll was a 2. Dex that'll be a 17.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought you were using strength to climb.
Or sorry. Okay, so it'll be even more like
Yeah.
A dirty 20 then.
Okay, awesome. Yes. So you climb up over the top, which uses roughly 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
So you have action 20 feet of movement left, and a bonus action should you choose to use one.
Okay, and so what do I see in front of me then?
You see one of the figures that has just bolted off 60
Okay.
feet in the other direction. You also see the one guy now collapsed on the ground, just like clutching his bow and trying to like reach back to his quiver for another arrow, like fumbling over them.
He's shaking.
At this point,
He's
his
afraid
hand
of us, 'cause
scratched.
we're the bad guys.
His hand scratched and bloodied, just barely missing the arrows as he tries to grab at them.
Okay. Can I see his face or tell what kind of creature he is at this point?
He's turned away from you, like he's basically trying to push himself up with one hand off of the ground because he fell over,
Okay.
and reach with the other hand, just struggling between the two of them. Looks
Can
like
I
he
tell
could
it-
fall over again at any minute.
Could I tell at any point when I was grappling with him, or did I see any features or anything like that?
He's definitely humanoid.
Again, you could see you could obviously by shape, you could tell he's a humanoid figure, purplish skin, like a gray purple skin, and silvered hair. Because
Because
say
of
you
context,
gotten
since
close
we've
enough.
been
What?
since there was the context of us going to the Drow temple, could he just assume it's Drow?
we didn't know what that was.
Yeah, we all did.
Aside
We all
from-
talked about it.
Did you talk about it?
Because it was the gods Vash. I told them.
Okay, sure.
I told them it was a Drow place that we
You
were at.
could surmise probably that it is a drow, given that you got close enough to see elven ears, in addition to.
We even told Anakis, like we all know, we all talked about it when we got back to camp.
So you could probably make the supposition that it's a drow.
Okay. I'm just gonna go and
The temple of Vata and Vashta, or Vatha and Vashta.
I'm just gonna go and like kneel next to him and just be like, I'm gonna tell him that we meant you no harm.
He is bleeding out right now.
Carry on your way, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the cure wounds up and give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Okay. Just a straight roll for that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be an 8 for persuasion, but he does heal for 5. So
Okay.
Oh, so sorry. No. He heals for 12.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice.
So, very well.
And then I'll just, after I do that, I'll just sit next to him. Sit cross-legged next to him.
Okay. He will go from essentially just trying to push himself up to into a full sprint within seconds. It took half his movement to stand, so 15. At this point, he's almost caught up with his friend, but not quite, because he's roughly like 15 feet away from his friend. Both of them sprinting full pace. As he pushes himself up, he kind of staggers across the stone for a bit, looking back at you guys, terrified. But within seconds, makes his way into a full sprint, quickly gaining on the other guy. Muttering in some kind of or shouting to the other guy in some language nobody understands here. Actually, do any of you speak Undercommon? I didn't think so. Okay.
All right. Who's up?
Vila, it's to you. Are you guys at this point disengaging from combat, or are you guys continuing to pursue? Because if you're disengaging from combat, I'll just say they ran off in the other direction as you guys are
Up to
chilling
you,
up.
Vila and Rock. You guys are the ones up there.
I finished mine. I'm just sitting there watching him.
Regret.
Fila, you're muted.
Feel you're muted.
Sorry. If I try to catch up with them, I'm not going to catch up with them. I'm tiny and slow.
Fair.
I'm going to sit with Rack, and I'm going to work on fixing Flick, my poor baby.
And
Yeah.
down below, I'm going to call up, "What's happening up there? We can't see you."
I can do 2d8 plus 2 hit points for him.
They're
Oh,
probably dead, Anakis. We should probably offer up prayers for these wayward friends.
I will. I guess I'll cast guidance on Vila or assist in any way I can, and then I'll just walk over to the edge and call down, and say they got away.
Oh, they're alive.
Anakis is gonna go, what in the gods and lords of the 9 hells was that? If we weren't going to fight them, why did we throw a firebolt at them and then yell at me for fighting them? What is going on with this?
So says the woman
Let's say Flick's
who
back at 19 points.
broke their minds or attempted to.
Because I was not the first one to attack. Vila threw a firebolt and then told me not to hurt them.
I wasn't intending to hurt him. That was
You threw fire at him. What did you think that would do?
I was
I
bringing
did
them
not
down
at
with the
I missed.
with the greed spell, trying to
caused
see if we
damage.
could talk to them, but it was a rather aggressive move, and I don't really know what else we could have done if we wanted to just let them follow us. I don't know what the better choice would have been.
All I'm saying is if we're going to engage, then we need to engage because we just basically sat there and took damage. That's most of what we did.
I didn't assume.
Well, we barely took any damage.
What?
I said
I didn't
back in Nam.
Oh.
I think I'm the one that took the most, and I hardly took any. So
I took.
No, she took 11. I took 6. You took 9, I think, right?
okay, I didn't realize Anakis had taken that much, but
You weren't paying attention to her.
I'm gonna concentrate and see where did the one drow go?
What's the duration on that spell?
An hour.
Okay. What exactly does that allow you to see about them or know about them?
You always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while two of you are on the same plane of existence. The target can't become hidden from you, and if it's invisible, it gains a benefit from that condition against you.
That's cool.
Okay. You just know that they sprinted off into the northwest.
Is that the direction in which we're going?
Northwest. What?
Is that the direction in which we're going?
No.
Okay.
It's like you guys are going almost due east. They headed northwest. So just kind of like you're going here, they kind of just off this way.
Okay.
Maybe we should just advise Kashaw and the people to hurry and to move as quickly as they can to pass by this area.
Well, someone's going to have to run back and talk to them because I can't do anything about that now.
Oh, yes. That is true.
Vivian, don't you have a spell though?
I don't have it prepared.
Mm-hmm.
I prepared for fighting today.
Uh,
I could have given a sending scroll way back when, but I didn't. But that wouldn't matter because I would be giving it to them.
that's right.
I
'cause
mean,
the
I
last
could
thing you told them
use
was
the
stop,
sending
didn't you,
scroll
Anakis?
that I just made. That's true. Okay, do we want to do that? I could do that.
That's expensive. You just put how much money did you put into that?
It doesn't matter. Money is no object. Do we want to do this or not?
Or I could just go back and tell them to keep moving, and you guys will keep going on ahead, and I'll tell them to keep moving.
We did take
You'll
quite a
be
while
alone.
to fight at
Let's
the
not-
beginning, so I
let-
can't
let us
imagine
not
they're
split up.
too
We
far
don't know.
behind us.
We don't know how much of a distance it is, for one. We don't know if they're going to circle back and come up from behind us, possibly come upon whoever's alone behind us. We shouldn't split up. Perhaps we should all go back and tell them. And then we can protect the people as we go from whatever comes from this interaction. Unfortunate interaction.
I don't think anything will happen today. I think if anything is to happen, it'll be after they are settling down in their town.
Or in the middle of the night while we're settling down.
But while we're in the town, I
So
don't
are
think
we all
it's
going back then?
Sure.
Very well.
All right, a couple minutes after you start heading back, Anakis, you hear a voice inside your head that says, Is there still danger ahead? Shall we forge onward?
Rock. Aniki's just got this face of like sadness and kind of anger, but also relief. I'm wondering what's going on in her head right now.
Wow, you read all of that from a little twitch in her eyebrow? You are.
I'm a very insightful person. At times.
There is not danger as far as we know. Proceed with caution.
With caution?
I thought we were telling them to speed up.
Oh, you're right. Proceed with utmost speed to try to get out of here at this point.
And
Okay, fair enough. Are you guys continuing to walk back toward them at this point?
I'll try
knowing
to
that-
say they know they're coming along now. I suggest that we continue to forge ahead.
Okay, let's go. I don't know. It's just, do we forge ahead under the possibility that they return with a larger group to this specific spot, which the people behind us will be coming into unprotected?
they
Or should we wait here
are.
for them?
They headed back behind or back towards the way the people were, correct?
No,
I know, but they
did,
might
like,
bring someone back.
perpendicular. Like we're going this
Oh.
way, They headed this
Yeah,
way.
they went back to wherever they're from, their home.
Okay. I suggest we wait here for the group and then continue on with them.
Very well.
Okay, we
That
wait.
is just what I.
Short rest.
Yeah, we'll short rest. We're waiting for the group to catch up to us, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Within the short rest, they do.
Nice. I'm gonna use my hit die.
I'll use one of mine. That's a couple minutes low.
7, 9.
All right. During the short rest, I think it would be a great time to break.
Got
So,
you.
Guys, we will.
We spent an hour and a half doing Jack Squad.
Yeah, we will be
I mean,
back.
what else were we supposed to do though? I mean,
Oh, I don't
that's
know.
kind of
I don't know.
hard. Like, cause
Yeah.
I mean, like, because they were hovering, they could have just attacked us willy nilly.
Oh,
We didn't
no,
know
I
what they wanted, but they were probably just collecting information about us. If we waited, we might have gone further. They might have circled back maybe to the group that was following us that we're supposed to protect. And we did say that we were trying to root out any threats.
No,
so,
I
like,
agree. Anarchy thinks we
I
should
don't
have
know.
just gotten rid of them because that would have
Well-
made a threat.
Guys, we will return in like 5-10 minutes. As for now, adios. And thanks for watching.
While we're on break, you should follow us on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube and all the above. And if you have any questions, I will answer them because I'm still here, apparently. So.
All right, welcome back. So we are just finishing a short rest. The party, for those of you who might just now be, I gotta get this banner down. For those of you who might just now be tuning in, the party just engaged and then disengaged a couple of drow. And now have finished a long rest, during which the villagers that they were leading have caught up to them, or the villagers who they were scouting for have caught up to them and are ready to proceed. So, what do you guys want to do?
During that short rest, could I also have used my channel divinity to get a spell slot back?
I suppose, yeah.
Cool. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
Okay.
I suggest that we move post haste from here. The quicker we get them settled into the town, the easier it is to defend them.
I agree. Let us go with haste.
With haste.
So now we have Kashar, right? We met up with him.
Yes, you do have him. If you choose to go ahead again, he will remain with the villagers.
How far away are we now at this point?
Well, you've been traveling for is roughly like 2 or 3 hours by the time you realized that they were following you. So you'd only been traveling for a little bit. You're probably about a day and a half away.
Okay, let's go. Let's just hightail it out of here, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's just...
So you want to kick your travel pace up to fast?
I think we should. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Then
we'll stay in the front. We'll stay in the front. And yeah, like maybe like 50 feet ahead kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Everyone give me a perception check.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Dios mío, diga. I mean,
Twice in a row.
I can't.
23 for me.
13.
14.
10.
All right. Most of you don't see anything. Rack, you also don't see anything. All right.
We're running. We're going.
Yeah, as you guys basically are all almost at a jog at this point, the whole village moving as quickly as they can with you. You come to the end of the day, and nothing has happened. Nothing. It has been delightfully uneventful, considering that all that just happened earlier. So you come to the end of the day. There is no more lights. You are able to find a spot to camp. What are there any preparations you guys would like to make for the long rest?
We'll set up a watch. Go ahead, Vila.
I'll have Flit repair one more time. Because he can do it 3 times a day. Yeah. He just needed one more hit point to be back at full.
Are we still in a ravine area?
You are not. Not at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, you have come out of that. You were actually only maybe 3 hours in the ravine. At this point, you're actually in a place where there are a lot of big rocks, lots of cover, that sort of thing.
Is there a vantage point we can climb up to?
If you climb up on one of the rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna climb on top of one of the rocks.
Okay, you look for an easy one to climb. Well, actually, do you want a good vantage point, like a really good vantage point, or a rock that's easy to climb?
I want a really good vantage point. I'm gonna have Shaw come
I'll
try to
also-
me up.
I'll also give you guidance as you're doing this.
I'm gonna be like, Kashaw, would you mind helping me up?
Rock,
Here.
look, they're communicating.
Yeah, Kushag gives you a strange look.
Oh, Kashaw's giving her a strange look.
He in not in common, but I'll say in Elvish. I do speak Elvish, right?
You do.
I thought I did. Okay. In Elvish, he says, I do grow tired of being the useful thing that you keep around.
Ah!
This is the second time that that's
Look at her face. Whatever he said
The,
made her very
That
upset.
what? I can't gosh.
that is like the second time that that's happened since you've been just within Hawkdale. That happened when you were dealing with the vampire remains after you killed them, or with the bodies or something, when you wanted Kashaw to dig. You were upset with him, but you were like, you were upset with him because he called you down for being so rude, and then just decided like, oh, we'll give him a shovel because he can dig. So
That is not what she was doing, but okay.
No, I'm saying through his eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I turn to Kashaw and I say, I only asked you because you're my friend and I thought you would help. You wanted to help me, but I can ask others if you don't want me to bother you. I wasn't trying to say that you're just something to use.
He doesn't say anything else. He lifts you up. Even at that, the best vantage point rock, you would still have to make a check to climb up.
I gave
fine.
you guidance.
But I figured that would help me at least some of the way up.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Mm-hmm. 15.
Rock, what do you think about their little interaction? I didn't understand what was happening. Did you?
I was not near enough to see. No, I did not see what happened.
Ah, too bad. This is interesting. We'll have to stay tuned in, for lack of a better term.
But they are speaking now, so it could be.
That is a positive.
good thing.
It doesn't seem like a positive interaction, though. Intuitively.
A 15 gets you up the rock.
What?
A 15 gets you up the rock.
Sweet.
Trouble in paradise, some might say.
I kind of look down at Kashaw and say, I was planning on spending the night up here to try to have a better vantage point during my watch if you want to.
Kashaw was already walking away as soon as you grabbed
She turns and sits and tries to look around, see if she's doing anything.
Perception check.
Not 20.
So you don't see anything. You don't see anything.
Okay.
All right. How's the watch getting set up? Kashaw
I will-
is in the process of organizing a couple of the men to engage in a watch with whoever at that part of the night is watching from you guys.
I will take first watch. Yes.
Should we do 2 people at a time? Just so we have 2 people that could possibly engage in case we're attacked?
And it is
One,
a large
or one
campaign.
to
That's why
engage, one to
sitting with
engage,
some other
one to
village
warn.
people. That's why he's
That
sitting
makes
with the village people to help.
Yeah, the
Oh.
villagers are also helping. They're going to be about 2 or 3 for each watch.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that forgoes what I was gonna say then.
All right, so let's do. I think the least amount for everyone to get a full rest would be 3 watches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who are the 3?
I can
Wait, what?
do
Rock, you volunteered for first watch. Okay, so Rock,
I'll take
Annalise, and Vivian.
Yeah.
Anakis, since Rock is taking first watch, how do you propose that he will wake you up?
I thought I was taking first watch, but okay.
No,
Okay,
she's already
fine.
on the rock. She's already on the rock. Rock,
That's
you take
fine.
the next.
I was just saying he had volunteered, so if you, yeah,
I'll take first watch with her.
okay.
Um,
Then we're gonna need somebody else for a third watch.
Nathan, why not just take the next watch? You have better
Well,
I'll take
because-
third
wisdom
watch.
than
I'm
Aaron does.
playing a beast shaping,
Vila.
and usually that will work better if I'm able to sleep afterwards.
I think you
I'll
should do
take
second
third
watch because something's more likely to happen a second watch.
But then I won't get my beast shape back.
Okay, well then, okay. Kashaw's taking third watch. Okay, so we're taking first
Yeah.
watch.
Or actually, wait, no. So would it be technically? Would that still be a long rest if I take first and third to sleep?
No, because the watches would each be like 4 hours.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you so I take second watch, would I still get a long rest?
He's saying,
Yes, I see. If you take second watch, you would still get a long rest.
Okay. I'll take second watch then. That's fine.
Wait. Maybe we would need 4 watches. I'm
that's better.
honestly just a bit confused. I think we would need 4 because that gives second and third watch 8 hours continual.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then it would be Anakis, Rock, Vivian, Kasha.
not good.
Okay.
And Vila gets her beauty rest.
Very well. Everyone go ahead and give me perception checks.
You don't put me on yet, anyways. My perception's negative.
I will be beast shaping. So I'll be getting their stats for the perception check. Hold up.
Sure.
I got 9. Not great.
Are we all rolling now?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Soros Mudega. 21.
21.
Third watch.
Okay, so that'll be a 24, and I also have dark vision now. So
Okay.
I do not have dark vision.
So through the watches, you guys don't see anything. At this point, by second or third, by third watch, it's getting strange. Everything that happened during the day, it's weird to not have seen anything. By fourth watch, Kasha is genuinely like confused and worried at the prospect. But comes to the end of his watch, nothing has happened. People begin to start waking up. You guys begin to wake up, and the morning begins anew.
I'm gonna approach all of our party members and be like,
Okay.
I was considering last night that perhaps because I'm assuming these were drow, according to what Rock said of their flesh that he could see in their hair. And since we had run into that cave underground with the drow goddesses, perhaps they're here to take back what we took from that temple? Just a thought, I don't know, but I feel like they might be approaching us because of our foray into their goddess's place.
DM, the place we went into was full of dust, correct, and looked pretty abandoned, or was it pretty well kept?
It seemed relatively well kept.
And the elbows were used a lot.
Yes, the elbows were
Mhm.
pretty frequently used from what you could gather.
That is a possibility, Vivian. A good
So
thought.
just be prepared. We may have to give back what we took
But it
as
also could just
olive
be
branch.
their area and territory is near this area. Moving a large group of people like we are is bound to attract some attention.
That is true also. But yeah, just for thoughts. It seems very odd that we were not attacked last night. We should make haste.
Yeah.
Anakis wants to try to pull Kashaw aside if he'll let her.
It depends on what you say to him.
Nudge Vivian.
She said, Kashaw.
Oh. Let's hide. Oh wait, Rock, that's like hide somewhere
She's gonna try to avoid people.
in
like,
earshot. Well, Rock and I have been paying attention, so if you like draw away from the group, we'd be like, So we're dodging around, we're hiding.
She's gonna pull him out of earshot from you. So
No, I know, we're hiding. We're like
And she's paying attention to
try
you.
to disappear into the crowd.
and she's gonna try to notice where you are.
Okay. We'll hide.
Anakis, give me a stealth check, and I'm going to use your all's passive perception. Just because it's
okay.
morning, you're probably doing
Yeah.
other things.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also intend to go and find the mayor, actually, as a side note.
Okay.
Beyond
That's-
beyond whatever happens.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, my passive sees that.
But if I'm paying attention to them, like, am I gonna notice that they're close to me?
Well, no,
Uh,
we're gonna try to hide wherever you guys are.
Okay, then you guys give me a stealth check, and we will use.
So
a
it was
contested
initially just
roll for
noticing
this
you go
one.
away, and then us like trying to hide to be
Yes.
nearby.
And since you are actively trying to avoid people, give me a perception check against their stealth check.
Rock, are you coming? I mean, if you say no, then she's not gonna do this.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna hide to try and listen in, and
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
But I'll nudge you along, and I'll be like, "Oh, you should go hide."
Oh, well, maybe not. She's not really like used to people too much, so
Sure.
she's gonna like that. The one pushback is kind of like enough for her to be like, okay, maybe not. I'm gonna go find the mayor though and tell him about what's been going on with the drow and ask him if he knows anything about it. So that's what she's gonna go do.
Okay. Anakis,
Okay.
you find Kasha.
I say, Kashaw, can I please talk to you for just a minute? I don't know. I don't know. I realize that you're going to leave or you're going to stay or whatever. I don't necessarily want to leave on bad terms. So thank you for all you've done for me over the years. I do wish you the best.
Does that appease the conscience? Is that what's going on? I don't understand.
Well, you're obviously angry, but I'm not quite sure what I did. I mean, I did nothing but go and have some time to myself to think about the news. Unless there's something that I did do.
He
I'm
just
trying-
remains silent and kind of looks at you.
I'm trying to mend things. I'm gonna need your help on this though.
What did you say?
So I'm trying to mend things between us, but I'm going to need your help on this.
Always good for help.
What did I do? Why are you so angry?
Never mind.
No.
Things are fine. I wish you the best as well.
That's not. No. We have not spent 20 years together for you to leave me angry.
Well, you act as if this is easy for me.
I didn't say it was.
No, but you certainly act as though it is.
If I thought it was easy, I would not be reaching out right now. You know me. You know I don't do well at trying to mend things, or I usually don't even admit that I made a mistake. Right now I'm trying to.
Yes, I suppose you are. Well, it would be nice to have Anarchis back for the time that I have her.
And how is she not here?
Have you been? That's what I thought.
I've been trying, but this whole thing has been messing with me. And I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, this situation reminds me of my childhood, and it doesn't help me. I don't really know how to act in it. I'm just putting on a face. That's all I can do. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. That was never my intention.
It's behind us now.
Maybe, but is it really settled in your heart?
Anarchis, it is behind us now.
If you say so.
Vila, are you looking to do anything during this?
You're muted.
Sorry. I'm good. My dragon's good. I'm happy.
Okay.
I ran out of stuff to read in my book. Can I work on the daggers at all? Do I have time for that? I'm running out of projects, man.
I would say probably not in the time as given, because everyone's basically in the process of just getting things like packed up from the night's rest, ready to go. It's probably going to be like less than an hour to have them ready to go.
You said there's trees around us?
What?
Did you say there were trees around us?
I said there were no trees at the moment.
Yeah, she's dying over here.
I know.
Yeah, I'm dying.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I got nothing to do.
Then
I'm gonna take Flip for a walk.
very well. Okay, you take Flip for a walk, and some people are just kind of just now for the first time noticing that you have a metal dragon almost the size of yourself. You have some of the older folks that are almost a little scared by this, just a little kind of put off at the fact that there's a metal dragon. Some of the kids are, oogling at it like, whoa, what's that thing? It's making a bunch of weird metal noises. Speaking in rapid infernal to each other, back and forth.
Cool, guys. That's not creepy at all. Moving on.
So yeah, it is a shock to a lot of people as they haven't really paid the gnome much attention standalone, as there have been a lot of much bigger people that have. Sorry. Then Vivian, you do find the
Yeah,
mayor.
and I'll just give him a rundown of what we've come across with the cave, and then I won't mention us taking stuff from the cave though. And then I'll mention the drow that are probably the scouts that we ran into. And then I'm gonna ask, do you happen to know of any drow settlements in this area? I know that you guys didn't really travel outside of your area, but did you hear anything, learn anything about your surroundings that would give reason to assume drow neighbors?
Somewhere amidst all that, he just kind of looks at you and says,
I'm sorry, you keep using this word. I do not know drow.
I'll describe what they look like and say that they're, as far as I know, in relation to elves. They speak Elvish.
he
20
really
years.
he relays that he's never seen anything of that nature.
Okay. Thank you for your time. I'll return back to the group.
I'll bring
Yeah.
Kashaw and Anakis some tea and offer it to them.
Sure. Before you go, Vivian,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of pulls you out of earshot from the rest of the people around him,
Uh-huh.
and says,
I am the leader of this people. But I am not always right about things. I must.
he falters for a second, realigns himself, kind of straightens up again.
I must apologize for some treatment I gave some of the members of your group. You,
I'm sorry, specifically who? I'm not aware of this.
the purple one specifically.
He was also quite condescending to me.
Was he? Then he would also say that as well. The purple one.
He
and
was
the-
rude to me, which made me want to go back and steal the box, but I didn't.
Then he would say that
The purple one and the short one.
If
You would be so kind as to relay this. I have not the. I am too ashamed to go before them myself. If you would be so kind as to relay. They are heroes as much as the rest of you. I'm sorry.
and he just kind of very awkwardly and ashamedly walks away.
Well, that was interesting. Perhaps she's gonna find Abel and ask him the same question about the drow to see if he knew anything about it.
Nobody really that you can actually give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
Soros Mudega. Um, 7.
He relays that he also has never seen or heard of anything like that. So
Does anyone ever leave this village? Does anyone know of anything of the people that surround them?
No,
here,
we are.
or surrounded you.
No, we are told not to leave. We do not leave. This is where we live our lives. This is where everything happens.
Oh, I just have no persuasion. I'm gonna insight check this.
Go ahead. Insight.
Terus Mudega. 20, dirty 20.
All right. He seems to be telling the truth.
But does it
There's
seem like
nothing
he knows of anyone that would be leaving without like
There
them
is.
being supposed to?
You don't see anything in his demeanor that would suggest it. You don't hear anything in his voice, the typical lying cues. You find no reason to disbelieve him.
Okay. Thank you for your time. We're gonna make haste again today. If you could prepare all your people for moving quickly but cautiously.
Yes, of course. It is already being done.
Of course. Thank you. And I'm gonna leave. Yeah, okay.
Okay, everyone at this point is ready to go.
Let's
the
get
village
outta here.
The village people are ready to sing YMCA. Like it's go time.
All right.
For those of you who don't get that, the people who wrote the song YMCA, the band is called the Village People. I'm sorry. I'm full of references. I apologize.
So they're called Village People. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
What was this
So-
town called again? Hawkdale?
Hawkdale.
People of Hawkdale.
All
Okay,
right.
so
Let us depart.
So heading out at a fast pace, otra vez. You guys
woohoo!
make it to the village by midday. Uneventful.
Okay.
Well then.
Well, you
Well
guys moved up the pace, so you covered a lot more ground.
Sweet.
Nice.
Making all the old ladies sprint, you know.
Power walking.
Always do.
With the weights.
the little
and
weights.
Come on, Carol. I know you can walk faster than that.
It was a bit of formal speed walking.
Yes,
Leslie,
formal.
stop running so quickly. You don't have to show off.
All right. So you guys get to the village by midday. It looks the same as you left it before.
Well, we made it. With no deaths, no less.
I wonder
Rather
if you can still
surprising.
check the village real quick. Make sure nothing's, infested
Different?
while we've been gone.
Rock,
Okay.
would you
Give
do
me
the
a
honors?
perception check.
I've been rolling for crap, so someone else might want to help me. You might want to look at themselves.
I'll go. Well, I mean,
Oh.
it's a decent sized village. I'll go to the other side and look.
Okay.
I'll,
Yes.
I'll
16.
guidance myself.
Are there
All right.
trees?
We've got a 16.
And a
Wow,
dirty
we go-
20.
16.
Natural 20.
Really?
Very
2 in one
perceiving.
game.
Very perceiving. today.
Well then.
Dang.
I got
all
my
right.
handy
That's
pair of
super attractive
binoculars
in a
today.
person.
None of you guys notice anything really all that out of the ordinary.
Nothing untoward, Rock?
I show Vila the irrigation room that I found.
Okay. You do that.
Vila, we found this when we were here last, and it's all mechanically. I figured that'd be something you might like to see. And I kind of take her downstairs, and it's very creepy. I'm taking her down like into this little bunker, and she probably
Yep.
would kill her, but I'm really not.
I'm gonna
I mean-
approach Rock and be like, Anikis is pulling Vila aside now. I wonder what this conversation's going to be. But as
Alright.
I say that in passing, I'm gonna go find the mayor and start pointing out the schematics of everything
So
and
she
like
just never tells
where
us
everything
the mayor
is and
said.
stuff.
How convenient.
Oh, that kind of like escaped her mind at the moment.
Anyway,
All right. So you find yourself in a mechanical heaven down in the irrigation room. Lots of hydraulics and screws and whatnot, and pipes, all kinds of buttons.
Pipes.
You do realize that it's not really functioning, obviously, right now, as it is seeing much disuse. Some things are rusted over.
Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
There is some kind of power source to it that's not entirely how it needs to be.
Vila, you're like Fix It Felix. You know, like, I can fix it.
I can fix it.
You're tiny like he is too.
Thank you. That makes Rack Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Rack.
Wreck-It Rack.
And fix it, Vila. And fix it, Vila.
Oh, yes.
Guys, we just went there.
Okay.
YMCA
Wow.
references,
Yeah.
Princess Bride references, Wreck-It Ralph.
Megamind.
All the above.
Anyway,
Yes.
All the references.
stone back in. Whew.
Okay, guys. Whew.
Oh, actually, Anaki's whole conversation with Kashaw was definitely more of a, you were right, I was less right.
So, as Anakis takes Vila there, Kashaw is going to be joining Vivian, showing the mayor things, looking through,
Yes, that's that.
finding
That's
prospects, etc.
That's something called soil where you grow things, just if you weren't aware. I know your town has never done that before.
Actually, they don't. Rack needs to teach people how to grow things. They don't know how to grow things.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
And build things. I don't think they've ever built anything.
Let
in the
it
team.
die, let it die.
I'm also going to turn to Kashaw as something just occurred to Vivian.
Oh,
By
man.
the way, the mayor told me to tell Anakis, but it slipped my mind while I was with her. But maybe you can next time you see her, that the mayor was apologetic about his treatment of her. I say this when, like, on our way to the mayor before we got there. But, he was apologetic about his, treatment of her. And, all of the above. He wants to smooth things over. He's too shamefaced to speak to her because he's a coward, etc., etc.
Yes.
Perhaps you could
No,
relay
that-
that to her.
That is.
You are closer to her than I am.
That is a possibility. However, maybe we should both relay it. Whoever gets there first will have the privilege of alerting her first. Therefore, if you see her before I do, then
I
you
will
could tell
definitely
her.
try to. It just, things like this tend to fall on the back burner in my mind. So just in case I
yes,
forget, would you
yes.
please tell her? Because this might be the only time I remember that it happened.
Very well.
Vila as well. I know that you've been pretty chummy with Vila recently as well.
Oh, yes.
The same
That is-
apologetic, shamed
Yes.
thing from the mayor, also directed toward Vila.
That will do. Thank you, Vivian.
Of course. So we get to the mayor and we tell him all this.
Yes, you show him around, all that sort of thing. As you're going through, the mayor says,
And what have you seen here to prove it is habitable?
Well, if you look at the schematics that we handed you, it was a pair of schematics. That's what he described it as.
No,
yes, it was.
Don't laugh at me, Rack. Laugh
there-
at Josh.
Are there
Anyway,
ways
Right
to-
here, there's an irrigation that will water the soil of whatever you grow there. Perhaps Rack can help you with that. Rack, can you help with this? Teach them how to
I'm
grow
over-
things, etc.
I'm over helping people move and all their stuff. But yes, I will come over.
Can you help them with growing and learning how to raise crops and such? Not my forte, more so yours, probably.
Yes, of course. I there probably needs to be a town meeting about that rather than telling individual people.
Of course.
As I would assume multiple people would be doing that.
Vila would be able to help you if from what I saw when we first visited this place, the irrigation facilities do not work presently, but Vila is a very skilled fixer, very skilled in all things technology.
Craftsman.
So craftsman is the term Vivian would have used, definitely. Craftswoman. And she will be able to get it up and running as soon as she can. So that will not be a problem. And I'll just explain all those things about why it's a pretty good living space.
Mm-hmm. All right, very well. Then he says,
Are there ways to receive things from people on the outside?
because at this point he is still rather locked into the idea of things being dropped off. So he's kind of in a roundabout way asking for trade, but he doesn't really know what to call it.
Well, that would be the question, wouldn't it? The only nearby settlements we know of are one, a group of natives that turn into animals and threaten to kill us on our pathway through, and two, a group of people, the scouts we told you about, the possibly drow, elvish, dark-skinned people that we threatened on our pathway over and seem to have negative feelings towards us. I will confer with the people I work with, and we shall see what we can do for you. Keystone is a possibility, but it is rather far away.
Yes.
We'll talk. We'll get back to you on this.
How much more space is needed to be made for the people?
Yeah, okay, so basically, let me exit full screen here, go to this.
Do they need things built?
What?
Do they need things built?
They will need things built, yes. Where is it? There it is.
I'll be giving you guidance, Vila, on anything you need if you want.
I can finally finish my playground.
All right. So
That's
basically,
adorable.
Is a single kind of road through the center of town. There are roughly there are 6 buildings, 3 on either side, kind of scattered on the road, and then a couple more further out. So altogether, you're looking at, I think we decided it was 13 buildings, including the main central hall at the end of the road.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was not including that. I don't remember. That's in my notes somewhere, but I'm not going to look at those right now. We'll get it. Basically, that would be enough for... You have enough room if you want everyone to be...
Yeah, we concluded that there was enough room.
Yeah, just for it wouldn't be necessarily permanent because you'd have some overlap in a couple different families in a single dwelling, that sort of thing. You'd have some people staying in the main hall, but for now it's livable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Vila needs to fix the irrigation system.
What?
I said Vila probably should fix the irrigation system.
Yes. Actually, I was going to say, Vila, go ahead and give me a just to try and figure out what's wrong with it. Give me an investigation check.
Woohoo! My investigation's fantastic. All right, so we got dirty 20.
Okay. Oh wow, nice. So there is a control panel in the kind of at the far side of the room. It's the way that it is when you guys kind of drop down the ladder and into the control room. It's basically circular. So you have a lot of pipes and whatnot running over top of you. You have a lot of buttons and things around you. There's a central control panel though on the far side, at which there are three crystals set in a type of table with some arcane glyphs on it. Basically, it's set up as there is a blue and a red crystal. Then there is an open space and a white crystal.
So one's missing?
It looks as though one is missing. Yeah.
And there are arcane sigils, you said?
There are arcane glyphs. Yeah.
Glyphs. Am I with her still? I mean, I was staying with her. Can I try to read them?
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me an Arcana check.
Should I also roll for that?
Yeah, if you are also trying to figure out what it is.
That would be a 13.
Mine's also a 13. I rolled a 7.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Basically, you don't really know the inner workings of how this works. You don't really know exactly what's going down, but that basically, you can tell that it powers it, whatever it is.
And what are the colors again?
The colors are red, blue, blank, and white.
Would I be able to identify what the crystals are?
I don't see why not.
A dirty 20.
They all seem to be the same type of crystal. It's a generic like quartz. They seem to be colored based on function. Now, again, you don't quite know exactly what the function is off of a 13, but they all look to be the same generic type of stone.
Okay. Do you think I could have someone? I could probably have someone go find us some quartz, and I could see what I can do about replacing it.
Okay.
Right?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything else? Like, should I just like take a look around?
Yeah. What would you be looking for?
Missing crystal.
Give me a perception check.
I have 15.
Okay, a 15. There is under the basically around the whole room, there's kind of a grate that it looks like maybe it's a type of like storm drain, something that in case the place ever flooded, it would flood it out of the room so that the people in there wouldn't drown. Just under the control panel, you see a just kind of faintly sticking out of some muck that has dried and become dirt. and whatever else is in that dirt that you're not really sure you want to know. As it's just generally a grimy kind of place with the machinery. So probably a lot of oil and gunk from the machines. So just barely you can see sticking out of the dirt and grime the unshined surface of a yellow crystal.
Ah. There you are, you beauty. Come out, we'll shine you up all nice.
All right, you pull it out and shine it up.
And what?
I said you pull it out, shine it up.
And I'll put it in back where it belongs.
Okay. Well, you assume where it belongs.
Don't do that to me.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Entire
just kidding.
village.
I
All
just have where I assume it belongs.
Okay.
Based off
As you
my-
do, you take a minute to really like dust off the crystal, wipe off the grime that has stuck to it and seemingly been stuck to it for a long time. Give it a little spit shine and
Are
what?
there sigils in this one too?
There are, yeah. It looks like they're just faintly etched in, like with the rest of the crystals. The glyphs, the glyphs you originally saw were on the table itself.
Okay,
It looks
not
like they
on the crystal.
mark. Yeah,
Wait,
but
Nikki,
you notice as you pick this up, there are some of the same glyphs just faintly etched into the crystal, and you see them on the other crystals as well.
Could I like
So-
double check that they're all matched?
Yes. They all match. I mean, I wasn't going to do that to you, but
Just to be safe.
no, it was absolutely good to check. But yeah, I wasn't going to do that to you this time.
Now I gotta make time now.
Oh yeah, you do.
That'll be the time.
So after you kind of get it cleaned off, you give it a little spit shine, and gently place it in the socket where it looks like it should go. As you do, it begins to glow a faint yellow, and the glyphs all leading up to it on the table also begin to glow. You hear pistons start moving. The blue crystal begins to glow. As you hear, after a couple minutes, water begins to flow through the pipes. The white crystal then begins to glow as there is a just above you. You hear spigots, and you can because like you're just under where it would be. Yeah, you hear it. Spurting water, and from the others being marked by function, you take it as a good sign that you haven't seen the red crystal come on. And it remains not on.
Nice.
But you notice, after a couple seconds, you begin to hear coming from some of the pipes, as it's been a long time since they've seen use. So that might be something that eventually needs looked at. While this is what?
Can I figure out how to turn it off?
Yes. Yeah, actually, give me, now that you kind of have seen it working, give me an intelligence check at advantage since it's dealing with, that type of stuff.
Natural one. Yay. Are you sure? That'd be 18.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, the the glyphs, though you couldn't really understand them from a magical standpoint, as you're looking at it from as a machine, as something that can be worked with, you begin to kind of notice, okay, well that's matching up here, so it should do this, and along the water line, next to the blue crystal, you press just by touching the glyphs. You can deactivate the water. You could also turn the power off as a whole if desired, and you can run the spigots from the white crystal.
Excellent.
So what exactly are you turning off?
I was going to turn off everything and then just take a look at the pipes that were making ugly sounds.
Okay, yep. You do that. Go ahead and give me we'll do 3 tinkering checks just to progress through the day. What is everybody else doing while she's doing this? Helping them get settled in and whatnot.
Oh. I don't know. Go ahead,
right?
Rock. What are you doing?
Well, I'm assuming this is towards the end of the day.
Yeah,
Well, the day is progressing.
Yeah, you got there toward midday. So anything from midday onward would be
Okay, I'm just gonna help people get all their stuff in, like get people where they're gonna be housed, talk to people about, who wants to live with who, where the kids are gonna go, like where the massive amounts of whatever furniture they have is gonna go, stuff like that.
Okay. In doing so, give me a. Well, no, never mind. Okay, good. Noted. Anakis, what are you? You're down with Vila, right? Or are you gonna leave?
Yeah,
her
I
too?
was, but once she starts getting it working, I'm kind of like, well, I'm not much of a use here. So she's gonna go.
Wait, Anakis, did you ever figure out what the glyphs said or meant?
No, maybe I'll go back later and look at them, but I didn't really get anything right then.
Maybe you should see. Did we already do this? Did we already look for information about how this settlement happened and what kind of people, whether it's infernal, like the one that they came from?
You did not do that. No.
Wait, look at what?
Check around to see if it was a similar settlement from the one from Hawksdale.
Oh, yeah.
Because they never met each other. They didn't know each other existed. Hawksdale didn't know them anyway.
Anakis is going to go to the main building and kind of look around, poke around, see what you can tell of people who lived here before.
Okay.
Because,
Which is awkward because as you walk in, Kasha is already there doing the same type of thing.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
He's in the process of actually looking through a desk at the moment.
I'm freaking
I
out.
see we had the same idea.
Who is making it? So
That's me.
Are you still angry?
We've much work to do. Not sure that personal matters are something to discuss at the moment.
And he goes back to, and he is not putting on any kind of anger. He's just very awkward about what's happening right now. And just goes back to doing what he was doing.
If that's how you want it, and then she'll look around in other places, see if there's anything else around that she can look through.
All right, give me a perception check.
All of my dice. Actually, just kidding. I'm going to use.
She's gonna find a better desk and put it in the same spot that Alpha Kitties.
I'm going to use one of my rolls and for a dirty 20.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. You, through just generally looking, Kasha hasn't really found anything. However, from looking through all of this, you find in what seems to be like an office area, like a large office, something of a mayor or whatever. You find notes on trade with a couple other villages and towns, bigger towns. So you mark down that you know of 2 trade routes at this point that go to several different towns and cities.
Okay.
You also find a sort of chronicles of the town, as this town has kept records.
Oh, good.
It will take quite a while to read if you wish to, as it has chronicled everything that's happened since its inception.
She's gonna hold on to it. She'll kind of just take a quick look through it, but try and get like a. She mostly wants to know is its
It
origin.
doesn't feel infernal.
Okay, but she'll still hold on to it. But she'll look at more later. But she's want to get a look for that.
Sure.
It's not Elvish either, right?
It is not. It is not. Actually, the only other influence aside from human that you can tell is gnomish, which explains some of the magical technology.
Interesting. She is going to take the trade routes, and she's going to go find the mayor.
Okay.
Could I say that Vivian, after showing the mayor around and stuff, and Kasha broke off to go look around. Never mind. Sorry, continue, Anikis.
Okay. You find the mayor and give him the stuff.
Is he by himself?
No,
I'd say I'm probably still being
several other people right now. He doesn't seem to be exclusively like busy, but he's trying to like, oh yes, that there and that, okay, well then switch this around kind of thing,
Yeah. I kind of just stand there waiting till he kind of acknowledges me.
He doesn't notice you at first, and so he, no, settle those in there, in the third house.
Aren't you like 6'5" and purple?
I am. She
you-
kind of gonna throw.
and she's purple.
What are
Hard to miss.
yes? How can I help?
I happened upon some trade routes that this town apparently used to have, and I wanted to give them to you as a chance that maybe those villages might still exist, and you guys could establish similar trade routes as well. And I kind of hand it to him, and she kind of says, "And may I have a word with you privately, just quickly?"
Is this about what I told your friend?
What did you tell my friend?
Yes, you can have a word with me.
Okay. She kind of pulls him aside a little bit and just says, I just wanted to I may not have needed to be so harsh. I didn't quite mean to. That's just kind of
That is fine. We do not need to. It is all right.
very,
If this is
very
what you have come for, then please, this shall be the end of that discussion.
as you wish. And she kind of turns and walks away, kind of right herself, just walks away like.
Yeah, noticing that he is being very strange about all of that.
And then I try and say, which friend of mine were you talking to?
The holy woman.
I turn. I'm like, that explains it. I turn and go to find Vivian.
Okay.
Vivian is presently setting aside an area that she will mark as their she'll look for it first, but to find a cemetery for the town. Is
Okay.
there one that already
There is
exists?
a cemetery. Yeah, it was. I think we discussed it was kind of just outside the village.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she'll be cleaning that up and setting up
Okay.
a shrine to Sora. Might as well.
Very well.
You would.
What were your checks?
Mine?
No, Vila's.
Vila.
Oh, mine?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Dex checks, right?
Yeah, Dex checks with proficiency bonus for
I'll be
keepers.
back.
Okay. So I got 17. I got 17, 15, and 15.
Okay.
good.
2 10s in a row, man.
17, 15, 15. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I assume you're not working through the night, correct?
No, she would.
Okay. Then yeah.
I don't want to, but she would.
Okay. Very well. Then it does take you the entire from midday till next morning. So
didn't-
you do suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Oof.
But you get it fixed. Like it's working well. You spend a lot of time kind of trial and erroring it. You know, you hear it. And, oh no, that's not. You know, and then finally, as morning comes, you hear. Flawless. Perfect.
Beautiful.
All right. Then what
Uh,
else is needed down to get these people settled in? Oh, wait, no. Anarchist was finding Lady Vivian while that's happening.
Yeah. I say, Vivian, the
Yes.
mayor said that he talked to you and that he had something that I think you were supposed to tell me.
Oh, I am so sorry. It completely. I'm sorry. I get very sidetracked with. And she kind of motions at the graves.
Cleaning graves.
Yes. He had said something about being shamed, and it was very awkward and scared of you. What else? Something about previous interactions with you. Regret? I don't remember an apology directly. Did he apologize? He might have apologized.
Meta, he did, but in character, I don't know.
Oh yeah. She's just It kind of I don't know. Stuff like that doesn't matter
Solid
as
word.
much to her.
Sure.
Okay.
So she doesn't she grasped more of the whole trade routes need than she did the whole emotional traction there. Yes, so on a side note though, he did need trade routes. Do you think you could find something about that?
I already took care of that. That is, we found some
Oh.
pickups and he has them now. So hopefully that could be of help.
Oh. Well done, Anna.
Anyway,
You've
thank
done
you.
a great thing for this village, I'm sure.
I hope so.
I did actually tell Kashati to tell you, because I knew I would probably forget and lose a lot of it along the way. So I don't know if you'd seen him, but I had passed it to him in hopes that it would get to you sooner than I would have been able to. My apologies.
Oh, good. Yes, that didn't quite come through, but it's okay. As a side,
Would you tell Vila that this was also meant for her, the shame
I will
something?
try to relay that as best I can. I feel like
Thank you.
Vivian is just playing a game of telephone with herself, and
Yeah.
herself and retells it worse and retells it worse. Anyway,
Is there anybody else that's doing something before you take the long rest and Vila stays up the night working?
I would like to find little boy Hada, actually.
Okay, you can generally
No,
make your way around and find Hada.
we don't want her to talk to him.
Hada. We never got to talk too much before we, packed everyone up and moved towns. How is your sister?
Ludi?
Was it Lily? Ludi. How is Ludi?
She is as well as can be expected.
Of course.
And you can tell he's putting on a smiling face at this point.
Yeah, she can tell.
He's not feeling it.
I know that nothing's gonna get better anytime soon, and I don't really have an ability to help that. However, and she'll pull out the sending scroll that she made the night before, or a couple nights ago. And she's going to hand this to him. Don't open it. But you know how you ran for help to the Shade Seekers temple before, and we were able to come down and help your town. If you hadn't done the brave thing that you did, your whole town could be gone. Your parents might be gone, but you saved your entire town because of what you did.
Really?
You did.
I saved the town?
In essence, yes. Many more would have died and been passed along through Soroth. But only a few did. And that is because of you.
And
I digress.
He keeps moving back and forth between kind of like, oh man, I did this, like I'm brave, and like, oh death, and why does she keep talking about this? I'm so sad.
And so she'll hand him the little scroll. This scroll has magic in it. If you open it, it will send a message to anyone you wish to. But I would like you to save it in case your town is again in danger. And if the need arises that you have to run for help or try to save your people, you can send a message to someone you think can help. We might be those people. The Shade Seeker might be that person for you. But this scroll can help you get help in case something like this happens again. I hope it doesn't, and we tried to make sure it wouldn't. But things happen. People die. And this might be able to stop it from happening again. Maybe.
You see like the single tear kind of thing, as he just stays stunned for a couple seconds, and then all of a sudden just like lunges at you and wraps his arms around you. Thank you. Then pushes himself away really quickly. Like, I just hurt the girl. I can't do that. As you gather that there's probably some strict guidelines as to what's appropriate between guys and girls. He like shoves you away. Thank you, and then scurries off.
Hopefully that helps in the future. But yes, she dusts herself off, nods to herself, good day's work, goes back to her cemetery.
So, if nothing else, then long rest.
Oh, I'm gonna make mud pies.
Mud pies?
Or
Like actual mud pies, not
With
like
the soil?
not like dirt.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
But in celebration of the dirt, I'm gonna make mud pies.
Okay, cool.
Wait, so like food?
Yes, like actual food.
Okay.
They're like little chocolate cakes
with the ingredients that
kiwi in
you
the middle.
find from the rations they brought with them, you can make kind of a what is generally a mud pie, and celebrate the dirt.
Oh, before the end of the day, actually, could I also send 2 messages?
Yes.
One will be to the Shade Seeker, and I'll be saying, we have been relocating Hawkdale, and we have run into a few scouts from possibly a nearby settlement of Drow. Do you know anything of Drow in this area?
You hear back within a couple seconds. We do not bother them, and they do not bother us.
Well,
It is not our place to interfere in the lives of those under. They are not within the realm of Soroth's dominion.
Oh, guys, we completely forgot the freaking stairs. Didn't we want to explore
we're
that?
gonna go back after we got them settled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good, good.
I do appreciate that everyone answers the text messages within like a few seconds.
It's
I'm
true.
sure you
It's true.
like. Part of it is that like I'm sure they don't really realize they could wait for it to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean,
what other
so a
message
voice
would
in your
you
head, and you're like, okay, yeah. Other message. I'm gonna find Anakis and find a translation person for this.
Okay.
But so I'm going to tell her what I want to say before I send it and get the translation and have that like written down
Okay.
for the vocals for this, but in Elvish. And so I'm gonna send the message to the one that Rak healed as he ran away.
Okay.
I don't know how I have to know his name, but since I saw him, it works.
Right. Yes.
He'll know who I am based on the spell. And although I will confer with Anakis of what I should say. So I'm going to tell you, Anakis, that. So what I want to do is, I don't know if it. Well, maybe should I be sending this spell to communicate with them to see if there's going to be any ramifications of what happened between us. We don't want any trouble for this village, and they probably know that this area was where we were going if they knew of the settlement that was previously here.
Yes, but I wonder if intruding upon them in their own space via this message might make them feel even more threatened, because it seems like you're able to reach them where they are.
Well, this magic spell is rather well known. I don't think it would be too much of a threat necessarily, but I was planning on just, kind of smoothing over. Hey, just so you know, we didn't really mean any harm. We don't want any bad blood here.
That's fine. I will give you the
etc.,
words for that.
etc. Okay, yes, please. And
I'll
so,
words for.
How are you going to understand the answer?
because she's giving me Elvish.
No, how are you going to answer the answer?
Oh, I will remember what he said as best as I can and translate that to Anakis.
Okay.
And say that to Anakis.
This is going to go well. Okay.
This is
Anyway,
gonna go great.
Okay.
This is
So
gonna go great.
basically, you send the message. You don't get a reply, at least not right off. You don't hear
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
It'll just basically be the sum of we meant no harm. We defended when we shouldn't have. We apologize. Or we defended when you hadn't attacked. We apologize,
okay.
and we don't mean any. We don't want bad blood. That's it.
Okay. Actually, you do get a reply. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check to see if you can remember and relay the information to Anakis.
It's gonna come out in like every third word.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it does. 7.
All right. Anakis, the Elvish that she relates to you, some of it is you obviously know she's messing up the words and they don't mean anything. However, You do
something that sounded like
pick out-
water.
You pick out the words something like surrender, death, and return.
Can you not cast
And
it
also,
on?
there's a word there that
No,
you can't
it's
tell
just me.
if they're trying to say always or never before return.
Wait, Izzy, didn't you get the spell?
No.
Oh, no, you didn't. Never mind.
Yep. So that is
Oh.
what you can relate to Vivian.
That seems very serious. Okay, wait, perhaps. Okay, is it worth doing this one more time? Because
No.
if it is, I can glyph of warding a scroll that I can hand to you, and you can send it, and you can actually speak to them.
Maybe we'll do that a different night, because I feel like too much invasion of their privacy could be.
Oh, the word. Let us repeat the words: surrender, death, return.
And
These
always
don't.
or never. You
Very
have
well.
a character.
If you would like to make a glyph or a spell,
I'm saying, do you think it's worth it? Because I can't communicate well. You can. If you cast a spell, you will be able to communicate, and we will know exactly what it is we're in for, or this town is in for because of something we did.
that is true. I think that might be wise if you want to spend tonight making that. Tomorrow I can ask them.
It takes minutes.
Very well.
I mean, I'm just saying. We don't have to wait. I could do it now, and then we'll be good.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Glyph of warding.
Okay.
On something that can be opened. So we will find a little pot, and I'll cast it on the pot. And when she opens the pot, it will cast the spell.
Okay. Are you speaking to the same person that she did?
It's up to her, yeah. You can speak to either the ones that you saw.
No, I'll do the other one. I heard that one. I don't want to do that one.
Okay.
I'll do the other one.
Should we
And-
talk to the others first? Should we confer with these words? Surrender, death.
I would ask
Return.
to repeat what they said, basically.
Wait, so you're talking to the other one.
Okay, no, I'll just say a similar message to him. Say,
Hold on. I'm going to take off 300 gold because that's what this costs. 200. It's 200 gold. Wait, let me double check.
You could, I mean, if you're going to ask them to repeat, you could talk to the original one and just ask him to repeat. Like,
Yeah.
That's
didn't
true.
quite catch that. What was that?
True.
maybe we should ask for more information instead of just
Well-
a repeat.
But then it's not going to help us understand the original message.
Surrender, death, return. I'm thinking.
I'm going to ask him to
I'm
repeat
thinking
the
that
message.
return means
Okay.
the items that we took from them, perhaps.
So you asked them to, you asked the drow to repeat the message. And at this point, it's getting dark. This will be about the last thing that you can do before long rest. You asked him to repeat what he said. And he says, surrender what was taken, or death will come upon you.
I already knew this.
Return it to the place where you took it from.
Darn.
Always or never.
Well,
Oh, that was just something she totally misheard.
we have a problem, Houston. I already wrote the spell into my spell book, meaning I do not have the spell scroll anymore.
We can give them something, perhaps, in exchange for that.
Oh, I thought they meant the cloak.
Well, they meant both, I'm assuming.
Wait, what did we? Wait. Say,
We had-
say
we
what? What did they say again?
Cloak and a scroll.
They said return, surrender what was taken. That was what they said, was what was taken.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, we'll worry about that tomorrow.
Okay. As you guys go off to bed, the last thing that you remember seeing was Kasha talking to Abel. Who's doing what watch? Actually, it doesn't really matter. Nothing happens tonight. It's just
Okay.
nothing is really in the area for you guys tonight.
Yeah.
As you wake in the morning, you wake to a very strange set of sounds. You wake to the instrument that Abel plays, that stringed instrument, accompanied by his voice singing in infernal, very, very ancient and powerful sounding language. Those of you who speak infernal can hear that. You hear basically, you know what Kasha was talking to him about now. As he sings as loudly as he can, Othor, Lord of Lights, grants us protection on this morn, and until, and from here on, all rise up to lift his name. Basically, you understand it to be a call to prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And people begin to kind of wake up, and they're very unsure of what's going on. Some of them, like one or two of them, begin to kind of look at Kasha, who's kneeling next to Abel, and they begin to follow his lead, bowing down. Not many people do, though. Most people are just kind of like, what the heck is going on? Until finally, at the end of the song, the mayor addresses the town and explains that will be going into effect. There will be from here on a call to prayer for protection, for guidance, and for general well-being.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is all of our time for tonight. Guys,
And for this year.
yeah. Again, thank you for tuning in. Sorry. Again, this will be the last stream. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but
Follow
really
us on
appreciate you guys. So
Follow us on Instagram for any updates going further.
Thank you for watching. Any of you who did, we appreciate you.
Hopefully, we'll see you when we start up again.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But as for now, and until further notice, adios.